Watch this. Watch this.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he knew what he mean. Jay back and swaggy, big rocking the gear is so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special gifts, making places so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All my fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Yo, what's happening?
What up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, man, it is a Sunday night. We feeling good. Hold on, let me bring the big homie in. We feeling good.
What up, Coach?
There
You know what I'm
he is.
saying? A championship weekend. Once again, DFW kicked everybody else behind, and I feel good. How you feeling, Coach Carr?
Hey, man, I am blessed. I am highly favored. I think we are living in what I've always said is the greatest sport, city, town, section in all of the world. I believe that there is no other area of concentrated talent like the DFW, man. I really believe that anywhere else in America, man. I believe we have been treated to some special coaches and players and teams this year, man. We spoiled right now, right? We should be what? DFW should be state champion U, right?
Hey.
We spoiled right now.
Yeah, we living a dream right now. It just,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to wake up. What's up, B. Rise? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Like I said, it was a great week of basketball, man. It was a sweep. Like you said, man, we done it 2 years ago. No, hold on. It was 1 year, 3 years ago. So it feels good, man. Football and basketball.
Football and basketball. Yeah, we run this thing. And we got our special guest. This is my number one basketball insider. If you want to know anything about the DFW basketball, if you listen to anybody else, you probably tripping. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, I ain't gonna call you HAN because maybe you don't know. But now you do. You better be hollering at my boy Jabari Johnson. Salute to you, Byron. What's happening?
What's going on, fellas? Appreciate you guys having me, man. I feel like I'm amongst legends being on this esteemed I'm already a diehard fan of the podcast. Now I get to join the show, man. Mama, I made it. Tell somebody, tag my mama, tell her I made the dub.
Already. Good thing about it is you ain't no stranger. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no stranger. I've been knowing you little.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So and of course you Carter, you Oak Cliff, you know what I'm saying? Now you've been successful in everything you're doing, man. It's just been a joy watching you work and to have you finally on. That's what it is, brother. That's what it is, man.
Hey, I do have a question. Is he finally on? Or because when I talk to him, he like, man, I be trying to come on the show. I be like, man, we always ask you to come on, but you don't never have time. So which one?
No, they don't have no room for me. They finally had room for me, B-Ride. They finally had room for me.
Yeah.
Now, see, don't make me break out the evidence because I got a lot of messages of me asking left on red. I'm like, say, man, Byron acting like I'm some thirsty dude, like in a chicken inbox or something. He just leave your red.
But he be saying the same thing about you. He be like, man, Jay Mack.
J Mac, I will
Yeah,
say
man.
this one thing about me. I'm the worst in the world when it comes to the inbox. I am the absolute worst. So, man, I check that thing and it's 500 messages I hadn't looked at or seen in months. So,
Hey,
I
man,
charge
normally
you
I would
the
let
game,
that
not my heart.
ride,
Yeah,
but I
we got some
sent you my
questions for you.
number
I got some
too.
questions for you.
I sent you
Uh-oh.
my number too. So,
Uh-oh.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, I
I'm here
can't let
now.
you slide on this one.
Coach Carr,
You're
I'm here
now.
now.
Well, I
We
don't know.
got some
I just
questions
feel
for
like
you,
the
man.
man just kept asking, and you just kept saying no. When I bring it up to J Mac, he keeps saying, man, he be standing me up. When I ask Jabari, you be saying he be standing you up. So y'all right now need to figure this out, man. I need to get to the bottom.
We good. He got me here. We good. Let's figure it out now.
Hey, no, we ain't gonna worry about it because Jabari, I forgive Jabari because he done brought some hellified guests, some of the best talent in DFW is finna be on this show, and we gonna be able to chop it up with him. And it's truly an honor for us to have these guys on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we thank Jabari. But before we bring him on, I do want to play because my man Will was at the welcome him home and took a little video and a shout out to our personal defensive coordinator Kyle Ward.
Greatest coach on earth.
My guy Kyle.
My guy Kyle, man, and Will had to go get this shout out for you, Kyle. I know you're listening. I want you to check it out. Then we're gonna bring the fellas on.
Way to go, Knights! Way to go, Coach! Way to go, Knights! Way to go! Way to go, Knights! Way to go! Way to go, Knights! Way to go! Let's go, baby!
What's up, man? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Congratulations, baby. Now you gonna talk to the Nick, Kyle Ward.
You know I am.
Yes. Hey, give Kyle a shout out.
What up, Kyle? KK all day. You know that, son. You know that, son. Hey, Kyle 2 times, Nicky 1 time. I'm trying to catch you, bro.
Nicky 1 time.
Oh man, Nicky 1 time, man. Y'all give it up for Nicky 1 time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Give it up
man.
for Nicky 1 time, man. That's hopefully we're gonna have him on the show real soon. I'm gonna play an interview we had with him and one of our guests right here. But I'm gonna let you introduce our guest. Who you want me to bring on first?
So
it's on you, Jabari.
First, we got Mr. South Oak Cliff himself, Mr. Keith Richard, first team all district, heads up all-star. Keith Richard, come on to the table.
My man, I'm blanked out on. He must be on the other line.
Hello, I can't hear y'all.
always have every week.
Hey, everybody be first pregame. You get to the game, everybody just lay up.
Hey, Keith, we're gonna come back to you, Keith. We're gonna come back to Keith to get back on.
Okay, next up, we got Lancaster High School's finest UT Arlington signee, Mr. Cade Douglas.
I don't think he on either. Where you at, Cade?
He there?
He on.
Can you hear us? Nah, he on the other line too.
Yeah, I'm talking to
Cade talking to Snoop. Cade talking to Snoop right now. We'll get back. We'll get back. I will say this: the other homies are waiting.
Bring on whoever picture up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring on this. My man right here. There you go.
Arlington Sam Houston's finest, Mr. Terrence Warren himself, one of the top guards in the area. Welcome to the show, Terrence.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Hey, glad you're here, brother. Glad you're here, man.
What's up? What
you
up,
say
young
you
man?
at Sam Houston, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so your coach is Coach Jabari's coach nephew. Did you know that?
No, sir, I didn't know that.
See, you didn't know that y'all got the same bloodline in coaching, huh?
No, I didn't know that at all.
Man, just hit me up, dude. I got a lot of useless information that I know.
You got a lot of information just waiting to get out.
He sure do. He can't hold water, boy.
No, not at all, B-Rock. Who snitched? It was me, dog. Look, they kept talking to me.
Hey, and J Mac, let me introduce the last, then we'll bring them all in. Last but not least, state champ himself, Mr. T. John Brown, Kimball High School point guard. Salute to the champ. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all.
Love it.
What's happening, champ? How it feel to be called champ?
And it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Has it sunk in yet, man? I mean, I know you probably didn't sleep.
They haven't hit all the way.
I already know, man. I wish I do the feeling, man. I wish I do the feeling. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Hey, let me ask you this, T-John. How much was it to get it off to do it for Coach Nick?
It was a lot just to know that he wanted one and we got it for him this year. So it was a big one for me.
Was that something the team kind of talked amongst themselves and said, hey, we got to win this one for Coach?
Yeah, we said that before going into the game. Like, let's do it for Coach Nick, knowing that everything he went through this season, like going in and out of the hospital with his health and everything. So we wanted to do it for him and also ourselves also.
All right, that's dope, man. So I got a question, man. The conversation was brought up. Tell me your number. What's your number?
What you mean?
What's your basketball number?
2.
Okay. I'm a big fan, by the way. I just want to make sure I was talking to the right person.
Yes, sir.
I didn't like to think hard in basketball. Y'all all got the same thing in real life. So here's the question I got for you. Very explosive, by the way. Okay? And you done caught you some bodies this year. All right? What's your verdict?
I ain't never measured.
Yeah, it's high. How tall are you?
5'11".
5'11", and you climbing hills. Why you didn't play football?
Oh no, I just basketball. I played football like earlier in my career, but I wasn't like.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something. Jabari, you see how he just got all emotional up there? Listen, football players, all right. Basketball players that play football are a lot tougher than basketball players don't.
Don't take that, y'all. If you don't agree with it, then tell them, say, no, man, I'm tough.
I don't know about that.
Basketball, you want to? Okay. You can squint, you can close one eye and see if you see it the right way. You know, I don't know, but I'm just saying, a lot of basketball players who play football are tougher than just basketball.
Now I see what you're saying with just basketball players. Like, I see what you're saying.
Would you agree?
50-50.
Hey, Keith Richards finally came in, man. Tell us about Mr. Richards, Jabbar.
South Oak Cliff's finest, D1 signee, one of the best guards in the area. Heads up all-star, Mr. Keith Richards. Welcome to the show, man. Again, welcome back again.
What's going on, Coach?
And we got Mr. K. Douglas. Talk to us about Mr. Douglas.
High School's finest, UT Arlington signee, another one of the top players in DFW, Mr. K. Douglas. Welcome back, K.
Yes, sir.
Mr. K, man. K be out there clowning, man. I've been watching K, and I ain't even know who he was. You know what I'm saying? I just remember the kid that be out there clowning. And when I found out he was the coach's son, I was like, wow, for real? Like, yeah. I was like, God.
I tell you, J Mac, I'll tell you something about Cade. Most people don't know. Cade he's one of the few kids that's been practicing with the varsity since he was probably in elementary school. He was the kid that was really little running drills with Mike Miles and Wade Taylor and those guys. So, it's really cool to see Cade come up as a coach's kid and then to see where he is now, man. It's a cool deal, Will. Real cool deal.
And to see him stay local. UTA signing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that's
Man,
dope,
pretty
man.
good team. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Snoop, man. I hope they keep my man there, man. We need more Oak Cliff around.
Right.
Hey, matter of fact, TJ, I want to play this, man. I want to see if you remember this, man. Tell me.
Swanky Whip from the Dub, standing here live with T. John Brown, outstanding guard at Kilmer High School. T. John, 2023 DISD champion. How do it feel, man?
Man, it's amazing. I can't be blessed to come out here and get the dub. We had 5 big games in 3 days or whatever. It was a big time win.
Hey, the one team in the state, 14-3. Hey, man, the sky's the limit for y'all this year.
Thank you.
Hey, quick question, man. Good one that you had a little foul trouble early, man. How was you able to stay focused with that, man?
Just being involved on the bench, talking to my guys that was playing, and just staying a leader, just being a leader.
Yeah, man. I thought that was great the way you handled it.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Hey, the Cannon. Hey, the Cannon. What's up, man? Good game. Another good game. Like you have been doing our tournament. Like I asked Mr. Brown over there, how did it feel to win the DISD this year, man?
It feels good. I mean, we knew we was gonna do it. It's just a matter of fact of like staying together and pulling through.
Pulling through. All right. Hey, back-to-back state appearances. Hey, is this the year?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going again. We're gonna pass the team. Yeah, repeat. Every time we turn my way.
Hey, you heard it here from the Cannon Wickburn. Kimball. Hey, this is the bad man out here, y'all. Of the dub with J Max standing here live with Nick Smith, the winner of the 2023 DISD tournament. Coach Smith, how do it feel, man?
It feels great. I told my guys before the game, I said, this is one championship we need. We got one more championship we want to play for and go get San Antonio. It feels great.
And just like I asked the fellas earlier, back-to-back state appearances, is this the year, man?
We got a chance. We just got to keep working. We always strive for that here at Kimball High School every year, but we got a chance. We just got to keep working.
Number 1 in the state, 14-2.
Ready.
I got a question, man.
He said,
It's swagger that short.
Hey, who got the echo, man? Somebody got the echo.
Somebody.
Hello? Somebody playing the show in the background? If you is, that's who it is. Let me see. I have to go down and mute. Hold on. Test. It ain't that, bro. 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 Who is it? Test. Found him.
Who is it?
It's Mr. Richards. Mr. Richards, you got some feedback, brother. Go out and come back in for us. All right. Now, what would you say about Swag?
I said, he that short? Yeah, no. Like, man, he off.
Like, when we really looked at his point of view,
you know what, man? That video, it's on the YouTube channel, and I promise you, the heads ain't cut off. I don't know why the heads cut off.
I love it. Damn.
And I don't want to laugh too hard because I believe I was the one recording. I know I wasn't that short. I tell you, dog. That wasn't what it was, dog. But the point is, they called it after the DISD tournament. It was repeat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole. But T. John, you remember that?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, man. Y'all was happy. Y'all running around with that trophy. I bet y'all don't even know where that trophy and medal at no more, do you?
I got mine on right now. I haven't took mine off since I got.
Where that DISD tournament trophy at? I mean medal.
That mud, I think it's in my room somewhere.
See, I think I ain't mad at you, bro. You got stuff. You got something a little bit more important right
He said I got priorities, man.
Right.
But you know what? They were loving it when they won it. I'm telling you, when they won that DISD tournament, it was like they was excited, dog, and it felt like they kind of springboarded them on to the run they had. But I thought that was dope.
Hey, T. John, I got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
What was the dopest uniform y'all wore all year?
Yeah.
The Oak Cliff when we played.
You like them better than the K?
I love them. When we put them out, I like them was hard for sure.
Wait till you see what y'all playing in Saturday. All I'm saying.
Hey man, let's welcome Coach Two-Time in the building.
What up, Coach?
What up, y'all?
Coach Two-Time, Coach
up,
Will starting stuff, man. So we gotta ask you: is basketball players that play football tougher than basketball players that just only play basketball?
You probably could say that. I mean, but there's some tough basketball players, but those that probably play both is probably gonna be more physical.
I can see that.
Right. I can see
You
that
agree
too.
with that? K shaking his head. He no, man.
It really just depends on how you kind of like where your mindset is. I don't think it just a matter if you play both sports or not.
Did you play football any coming up?
Nah, I ain't never played football. I just strictly basketball.
Man, that coach
What about
Doug,
you,
man, he
Keith
don't let
Richards?
nobody play no football.
No, Coach Doug wasn't trying to hear that. Hey, what about you, Mr. Richards? Cause you look like Two-Time could have used you out there playing tailback or something.
Hey, he would have been Power 5 too.
I played football all the way up to my freshman year in high school.
And how you play?
He was a good one
play
too.
downhill. When you see him play, he always attacking, looking to get contact with people.
He built like a football player.
Nah, J Mac, he would have easily been Power 5, like big school, like he in the Manny Muhammad them elite category, talent wise.
Right.
Man.
Just like T.
Sometimes you gotta
John
follow what you love.
Like T. John, I told his mama after the other guy, I say, man, that boy Division I Power 5 DB.
Like Byron Eaton was, huh? Top 2 times.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna put him in Byron Eaton category, but
okay.
but hey, they damn sure could have been playing some football. I mean, like, shit. But I think T. John, you played with Nehemiah and them, both of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I played with him.
Yeah, and then what made you stop playing football?
I picked one sport. And I was like, I'm gonna just stay with it instead of switching.
Yeah, you ain't do no bad job no way, man. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, he a champ. The champ is here. Now we got 2 champs on. Man, I feel special. We got Two-Time. Hey, Two-Time. Coach Nick said he want to be known as what did he say? Coach Nick at one time.
He wants.
He said he said he Nick at one time.
Hey, man, we all got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's dope, man. We got some good guys here, though, man. What about you, Terrence? Did you play any football coming up?
Yes, sir, I did.
Oh, did you?
I
What
played
position
football.
did you play?
I played safety and receiver.
How tall are you?
I'm like 6'1".
Okay, that's good size too, man.
Yeah, good size.
And you be out there dunking on these boys, right?
Every now and then. I really don't like to jump that much. I'll stay on the perimeter and just shoot.
Man,
Okay.
so man, I gotta ask, man. So are these basketball coaches are they telling y'all not to play football, or y'all just don't want to play? I mean, be honest. 'Cause obviously, you know y'all some
My
good
coach
athletes.
told me not to play.
Let's be honest. Be honest. Are they telling y'all don't play football?
Yeah, my coach told me not to play football.
Who said that? T. John.
Nah, that wasn't me. Cause nigga ain't tell me not to play
No,
football.
that was you.
That was Terrence.
Yes, sir.
Dang. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand. I wish the programs
I don't
can
understand.
work
I don't
together.
understand that.
Yeah, because I
Because
don't
we know Coach
understand.
Mays ain't saying it. We know Coach Mays ain't saying it.
Yeah, man. I
Football
want
season,
to play. I could play.
you gonna
Well,
get those days. We ain't gonna have this team in January anyway.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Cade. It pretty much wasn't even a question with you, right?
Nah, I wasn't even a question, y'all.
But I mean, hey, you made the right decision. Obviously,
You
all
made
y'all
that.
made the right decision.
All y'all did.
And hey, Mac,
I'm
let
just
me answer
asking the
that.
question.
Let me answer that for B. Rod. You and B. Rod as well too. Typically, the psychology with the basketball coaches is that they can't build a program if they're relying on football players. So now basketball is a year-round sport. You know, after this state tournament it just ended this weekend, guys gonna probably be back in the gym right after spring break with off season, going into AAU, summer ball, back in the fall. So they can't rely on building their program if a guy's gonna be in football and missing all of that and just showing up to January. So that's why they typically don't like the two sport guys. Now I'm with Coach Todd. If you're talking about from a recruiting perspective, those guys, the basketball coaches typically like to recruit guys who have played multiple sports at some
Right.
point. You know, so it's just a matter of when that kid gets that other sport in. And if he's gonna dedicate to basketball, then he needs to be at a program that has that type of culture, if you will, that can keep him developing on a year-round basis to lead to that recruitment.
But Jabari, though, wouldn't you as a coach know that maybe this kid has a higher potential to get a better opportunity in life if he played this other sport as opposed to just playing this one sport? So, like in football, we like players that play football and basketball, baseball, wrestling, whatever, multiple sports. But it just, to me, it just kind of put kids in a situation where they kind of pigeonhole, and the guys who are, I mean, let's just be honest, if we just start recruiting, a lot of people like the 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guys, right? So a guy like T. John at 5'10", which he showed this year that he can play at a high level, he has to basically overachieve his stat line.
Yep.
You know what I mean? In order to get those type of opportunities,
Right.
right? But his skill set, his athletic ability, in another sport will allow him to go Power 5 and potentially have a chance to go make millions.
Yep.
So isn't that
Right.
where's the line where I want to build a program, but that's why you got you're not getting your whole team for football, right? You probably because just think about it, the teams that are successful, and I'm just going to use soccer for an example, they didn't they played towards they played in the holiday classic. So Coach Mays kind of got his kids towards the end of the season. They got a chance to roll, get to do their thing. So to me, it just seems like it's only maybe 2 or 3 guys that go play football and play basketball and play at basketball at a high level that are actually football players, right? It's probably not more than that. So you still can build your program, you know what I mean? But you also allow kids, and Terrence, I've never seen you play. You understand what I'm saying? I never seen you hoop. I know y'all had an outstanding season, but at 6'1", as a safety who is skill set is a basketball skill set. To me, that transcends to football. You know what I mean? Especially with the position he plays, receiver and DB. So my question is, why can't you do both? And all the teams that's winning state do both. That's what I'm at.
I don't think he got an answer, but which I also think and I let Ty if he want to say something. I also think the kid gotta want to do it too. Like,
Right.
sometimes if your passion is basketball, I don't care if you're 5 foot tall. If your passion basketball, that's what you go play. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So it ain't nothing we can do about that. It's just like, but for the ones that want to, I feel like they should be given that opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You want to do it.
And it depends on what school, what are both sports looking like at the school, that the kid going to. Like if I'm in Kimball, I ain't trying to be funny, but if I'm in Kimball and I'm hooping and I look at the football, I may be like, nah, I'm going to go and stay in the gym. I'm just being real with you.
But you know what, Ty? It's funny that you say that because I heard a coach say, I don't want my kids to be around that football culture. That football culture is not a winning culture. So they don't want their kids even involved in that culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, it kind of lend into where you at. Like in basketball this year, hell, I let Trey Jackson play during football season. It was the playoffs. And he played in all the basketball games.
He sure did.
You know what I'm saying? So, like with me personally, if you got a particular skill set, I ain't gonna never tell you don't hoop. I'm gonna tell you do what you do, but at the end of the day, secure your money.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. So
And
just
it
tell
ain't,
them.
it ain't really realistically too many programs where the basketball and football team are some kind of evenly matched. Like at Dunkerville, but then you got to be an elite hooper to be at Dunkerville.
Right.
Then you got Lancaster. Lancaster's a school that's pretty good, in both sports. Soccer, we pretty decent in both sports. But
Pretty
it ain't too
decent.
many
That
schools.
football team, I don't know though. I don't know about that.
Y'all right.
Yeah, we just try to build a program, man. Get the culture right.
Yeah.
But I mean, but some of them had need to be running track too.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation that about the football players that don't want to run track no more. It's almost crazy to be now that I'm seeing that.
This start of hoopers, man. Do y'all run cross country at all?
No. No, sir.
None of y'all ran cross country. Hold on, let me unmute. Oh yeah.
A lot of coaches put their basketball team in cross country.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I know Madison does.
Yeah, Coach Mobley. I always see that because I think he's the cross country coach.
Dink said Pinkston did. When we had Dink on last week, he said Pinkston, all them was in cross country.
I done seen sock basketball boys do it that KP may didn't, but I seen some of them running cross country.
Is that just for they can just have that win or?
Yeah, probably just stay in shape, stuff like that. They kind of come in shape for basketball season.
Oh,
that's probably the only thing you get close to basketball outside of basketball because you're constantly running, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So who all on here, Jabari? Let us know about these outstanding hoopers, man. Who all here already signed? I know Cade is going to UTA. Who we gonna see this next weekend?
Cade, we got Cade. Cade, tell them where you're going. Introduce yourself again. Cade, tell them where you're going. We'll go around the room to each one of the guys again.
My name is Cade Douglas. I go to Lancaster High School, and I'm going to UTA. And that's where I'm going this fall. So that's the plan.
How big was Snoop in your recruitment?
I was pretty big. I had a good relationship with him. Yeah, I think he was watching me since I was like my 16U summer. So just from now, my 16U summer to now, it was a great relationship with him. Just seeing him in my games, just all the talk. So it was just a great relationship, just me going to my decision.
That's a great dude, man. Love me some Coach Snoop.
Shout out to Coach Snoop. Next up, KP.
My name is Keith Richard. I go to South Oak Cliff High School, and I'm signed with Cal State Fullerton University.
Oh, okay. So you did good without the football, huh? You still went to school.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Tell you don't need no 2-time, man. You good.
Nah, but he run track too though.
Yeah.
Oh, what you running track, man?
I ran all the relays in the open 100.
Oh, you okay?
Athlete.
Yeah, that's an athlete for real, for real.
Yeah, it
And
is.
our next two guys, these guys both are undecided, but I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Two of the top undecided guys in the Metroplex. Go ahead, champ. We'll start with you.
My name is Tijon Brown. I'm high school.
T-Dub.
T-Dub is a
I'm
champ.
Terrence Warren, and I go to Sam Houston High School.
And that's our safety. That's the greatest safety we never seen right there.
And these guys are going to be participating in the 7th annual DFW High School All-Star Showcase this weekend at South Oak Cliff High School. We're going to be at the Mecca this weekend. It's an annual event. We bring the top players from the Metroplex together, kind of do a big send-off showcase for the community. And it's usually one of the hottest events of the year. So these are the guys that's going to be putting on the show this year, class of 2023.
Hey, K, somebody just put a request, man. They say, how do you properly pronounce? I don't care how y'all want to say it. It's Lancaster to me, but how do you properly say it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure like you from Lancaster, you say Lancaster, but like I'm pretty sure if you just hear about Lancaster, they call it like Lancaster. But like I'm pretty sure if you're around the culture, they say Lancaster though. But,
That's how you say it, right, Kate?
Yeah, Lancaster. I don't say Lancaster.
If Kay say that's how you say it, I'm saying it right then.
Yeah.
There you go,
It's
Cal.
Lancaster until they get to the state tournament with the different announcers. And then it goes back to
Hey,
Lancaster.
Right.
Hey, it's Lancaster until you keep driving around 20 or up 35. Up 35. then it changes a little bit.
Yeah.
That's off the chain, man. But that's dope, man. So how many of y'all in the dunk contest? Cause we got one of the judges is here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen,
Who
we
is it?
got Ronald Holland, KJ Lewis. I'm missing one guy, but also I'm gonna tell you who my money is on. Believe it or not, I just named those 6'8", 6'9" guys that's gonna be participating. Coach 2 times. I got my money on Tijon Brown in the slam dunk contest this year. I got my money on the 5'11" guard in the seventh annual slam dunk contest. With the award is going to honor the great Andre Emmett, and my money is on Tijon Brown walking away with this event with this award, Willow. So you can book that.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh,
there you go. Get your merch. Get your merch. Get your merch.
Oh, snap.
Oh, what is that, man? What
y'all
is
gotta
that?
Y'all got it. That's that drip.
Who
That's
made
that drip.
Who made that?
Tijon, what I tell you?
That's that drip. That's that drip. Y'all
Tijon,
better.
what I tell you?
Hey. Tell me who ain't looking fresh in that. Tell me who ain't looking fresh in that.
Tijon, what I tell you, man?
You said it.
Did I lie to you?
You didn't lie.
Hey, T, what was the dopest uniforms y'all wore this year?
The Oak Cliff ones?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh,
all I want to tell you, man, I wear a 2XL, man. I need one of them because I might sneak out there, man. I got a jump shot, mean jump shot. Hey, I got you. I'm gonna sneak out there and give me a shot up.
Yeah. Hey, you like that, Terrence? Are you ready? Terrence, like, man, let me put that uniform on now.
Hey, that was dope, dog.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was dope. Hey, man, them some fire jerseys, though. I ain't gonna lie. You Willow been putting it out there. So what you got? I mean,
Hey,
have you had time to come up with some dunks, T. John? I mean, you just won state.
Nah, I'm gonna just off something off the top of my head.
Hey, did you watch the dunk contest
oh,
from this past All-Star game?
Nah, I didn't. Everybody said it.
I mean, you and the kid, y'all about the same height. You and McClure.
He got bounced though.
Hey man, I was
Yeah,
watching his
yeah,
highlights in high school, dog. That dude right there, he been doing that. Like
yeah.
Willow probably know because he from out there when you was out there. So yeah, that dude been doing them stuff,
Yeah,
them kind of
he
things.
been a human highlight film, like for a
Yeah.
very long time.
I don't know if I could bet against Ron Holland though, man. God dang, y'all making it hard.
Hey, I like T. John, man. All I'm gonna say is I done seen T. John catch body in person.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what I've seen. And I'd be like, this little dude just be climbing stairs. Yeah, he
Hey,
catch body
coach.
one-handed.
So he said he hadn't measured his vertical yet. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably at least a 37, 38 inch vertical out of the 5'11" guard. At least.
He played like him. That's
Hey, you
what
gonna be there this weekend?
I was talking about.
Kay, you ain't in the dunk contest, Kay?
Nah, I don't think I can. I don't think I got a bounce like that.
Y'all
Hey,
having a
Kay,
three-point contest?
we was the front runner for the 3-point shootout though, J Mac.
Hey, I believe that. Now, I don't see them, Jack. I don't see them shoot them threes. Hey, in pressure situation.
Y'all played Kimball this year, man. In the regional final. Tell me about that game.
I mean, it was a good game though for the most part. It was a pretty good. I know it was a pretty good team, both sides. But I know that they was a pretty good team coming in. We had to play with. They got us though, and then I'm glad they won a championship. Though. It was good to see a team that we lost to go on here and win it. So that was good.
So what did you think about it, Keith John? Because that was a real good game, man.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all got after each other.
With them, like that's a good team. We're a good team. Just two deep team, like schools going at it, trying to compete. And honestly, we came out with the dub, but it was a good competition game between us two.
Assess Cade's game for me.
Sorry.
Tell me about Cade's game.
I know he like to get off the three. He go left, he gonna hit that still back and hit that three or whatever. He like floating. He floater. So we tried taking that away from him, but he still got there, like on plays and got his.
Okay. What about Mr. Richards? Because you don't play against Sock plenty of times too.
Keith and KP, we didn't play against each other quite a few times. He can shoot the ball as well. He's strong. Like, he's super strong. He get to the rack and he's fast.
So let me ask you a question, John. When you playing against a cat like that, man, what is your mindset going into it? Because he coming at you. Like he don't just hang out and be cute. Like he like that contact. You know what I'm saying? So what's your mindset playing him?
Just really holding my own. Like going out there holding my own against him. Just don't let him like get to what he want to do. And just like honestly just winning the battle.
That's dope. Hey, I got a question, man, because my homie B Rise put this out there and he caught a lot of heat for it. But a team like Faith Family, right? I talked to y'all behind the scenes about it. Like B Rise feel like Faith Family can compete with anybody, any classification. 4, 5, 6A, don't matter. What's y'all opinion on Faith Family? Could they compete 6A, 5A? I start with you first, champ.
Honestly, I think they could. Like, if they moved to 6A or 5A, whatever, they can compete. They got the team too. Like, they got Dory and JT all over there. I think they'll be good in 6A or 5A.
What you think, Kate?
I think it'd be probably able to compete. People probably said they couldn't because they probably ain't play like the strength of schedule in the playoffs by the regional finals probably being a tough game back to back. But I'm pretty sure they can. They got the size and the players to do it, so I feel like they can.
Keith Richard, what you think?
Yeah, I'm with them. I think they could go ahead and compete in any division. They mostly because of their size, they can go with anybody because of how big they are. So yeah.
What you think, Terrence?
I feel the same way as all the other guys. The size.
Yeah, I'm finna say, man, when you got twin towers, I don't care what class you in, man. They giving anybody problems, dog. Just anybody. 2 times. What you think, man? Can Faith Family compete 5A, 6A?
Man, you know they can, man. It's like, stop asking the question that everybody know the answer.
Well, hey, I can't say everybody know that answer because when Brian said that, they jumped on Brian like he said something crazy.
Hey,
Am I
man.
lying, Brian?
Hey,
It was just that one
talent,
dude who don't got who didn't afford to feed in his life. Just that one dude.
yeah, talent transcends classifications.
Right.
like for what they need on any level of basketball in the state of Texas, they could easily be winning the state championship on any level.
Yeah. I mean, I thought so too, man. Just watching the whole championship weekend. 2 times, did you watch the state games?
Hell yeah, because Jabari.
Hey, Jabari, man. Jabari, you gotta throw a penny in your cash out, man. I'll be honest. You gotta throw a penny in your cash app up there, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Give me
That's the only free game I can give you.
Yeah.
That's the only free game I'm gonna give you, man. Throw a penny in your cash app next time, brother. Because
he came through on that one.
Yeah, I like Faith Family though. You know, it looked like they were the better teams of the second half. It like they do some adjustment or some kind of corrections at halftime, and they come out like and dominate this third or fourth quarter versus everybody.
Yeah, it don't matter, man. I mean, that's good coaching. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good coaching.
And they got, man, that one kid and Jabari, I'm asking you, how in the hell is Toppin going to New Mexico? No diss to New Mexico. I'm not dissing New Mexico. But how? Because I promise you, if he ain't going pro after 1 year, he definitely transferring.
Well, Toppin is sort of a late bloomer. You know, didn't really play on a big time circuit per se in the summertime. Usually with recruiting, where you play at in the summertime matters when it comes to your recruitment. So he was one of those guys who wasn't necessarily on a big time circuit, but he developed that Faith Family. And I always say all the time, New Mexico got a steal in that kid. And he actually got better after signing day or after he committed to him. So, you know, kid like that is still showing signs of growth and development. I'm with you. By the time he gets to the freshman year, he's going to be a lot better 12 months from now than he was than what we just saw this past weekend.
Right.
And that's the scary part about what
That's
he
the
had.
scary part, man. And ain't no doubt. A kid like that, shout out to New Mexico, man. Enjoy him for that year because he going for the bag after that. I can promise you. I'm just telling you, man.
Well, J-Man, he still got to go there and produce now as a freshman. I say that all the time. You know, it sounds good as a, you know, for talk's sake, but, you know, those guys with one and done potential still got to go in and.
Well, I'm not even talking about the one and done, brother. I'm talking about, the NIL money is there. So
yeah.
If he have a halfway decent year, because we see it every year. I mean, just take Texas. Texas whole team ain't number transfer portal guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what all I'm saying. If he have a halfway, I ain't even talking about the NBA. That's if he have an outstanding year. I'm saying if he go and build on what he did this year, right? Because I guarantee you, the big schools, they saw the state championship game.
Yeah.
They already know.
Yeah.
So if he go and show that he's still getting better, you know how this go, man. We ain't got to put it out there, but you know how it go.
The transfer portal opens tomorrow, and they're gonna be recruiting guys in that same situation that was similar to JT, that they saw them put in work as a freshman. All right, well now we good. He's good enough to Texas, Kansas, or whoever now plucks those guys away.
Yeah.
From that smaller school, if you will.
From
and now they call it the handshake line. One of my
that
guys
don't have that money. So JT uncle phone for be blowing up. Go ahead, Will.
Absolutely.
Well, I was going to ask because say that, Jabari. How does that affect these guys? You know what I mean? You know, the guys who are sitting here unsigned, who has that type of potential, but they're not necessarily getting it because of the portal. So how exactly is that affecting When you talk about your event, because your event, a lot of kids after your event get signed and go off and do really well in college. So how does tell us about that?
The transfer portal is impacting all of these kids, all these high school kids in a major way, simply because they created it for it to be a player empowerment type of deal. If a kid is at a school who's not happy, typically when I was in school, if you transferred, you had to sit out a year. Well, now they've taken that away. You hit the transfer portal, you can play immediately. So it's almost like a year-to-year free agency, similar to professional sports. So these coaches are going into the portal, being able to choose from thousands of guys who have numbers at other colleges. They're getting to choose those guys over quote unquote unproven high school guys. So, some coaches are recruiting 10 guys every year, high turnover every year on their roster. Well, if they got to get 10 guys, 7 of them going to be out the portal. Just because it's an older game now and these coaches got to win now. And, you're not getting 3 or 4 years to prove yourself on the job. Some coaches, they getting fired before year 2 is over. Case in point, you guys mentioned Snoop. They fired the coach of UTA before his second year was up. So everybody is looking to win now. It's a lot of pressure. And quite frankly, the older guys have the advantage. The guys that are in the transfer portal have the advantage over the high school kids.
So do you think it's more advantageous for a kid to probably go to JUCO?
Yes, absolutely. If you have a top JUCO offer on the table, by all means, and same with a NAIA or D2. You can't have this D1 or bust mentality as a high school kid nowadays. It's not going to work. You're going to find yourself at home. So a lot of kids, they have that mindset, and it's usually to their detriment. So you got to get in, get a fit. You might be a high school kid that has to go to a non-Division I school. Yes, you want to play at a Division I school, but you might have to get in the system somewhere, get your feet wet, put up some numbers, and now you can move up quicker. Every year, it's free agency every year. There are guys that are leaving D2s every year, going to Power 5 schools out of the transfer portal. Marquaylin Grant is a prime example. Kid was out of Waxahachie. He was an unsigned senior, got in at a Division II West Texas A&M, went over there and was a D2 All-American for 2 years, won a national championship, transferred to Wichita State, played there a year, then just finished at Sam Houston State, where he was the conference player of the year in the WAC. But it all started as a D2 freshman, as a freshman in college. So what if he would have said, man, if I don't get a D1 school, I ain't doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true, man. That's true. And I see that. I was talking to a football player and a parent, and I was telling them, don't be afraid of the JUCO route, because the way you look at it is, if you're able to get in there and put on film that you're getting better and you're doing something, it's just like anybody else that's in the transfer portal. That film is out there. Somebody will grab you if you're big enough. Am I wrong about that, two-time?
Nah, you right, man. I mean, in basketball, it's real hard, because it's hard in basketball.
Yeah, it is, man. That's the only thing about basketball that it's harder. It's just harder. Period. And so I asked, like, K, going to UTA. When you decided to go there, did you have that? And you ain't got to answer it, but I got to ask it. If you feel like if you blow up after a couple years, is that something you be looking at, or you looking at, staying where you at?
I mean, as the option is right, I mean, if it look right and I feel good about it, then yeah, I may take that chance on going somewhere else. But I just want to make sure I'm just living in the moment and just taking care of everything I can that's in my control. So, yeah.
I could definitely see you. You know, I see you blowing up, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause you like, what are you like, 6'4", 6'5"? How tall are you?
Nah, I'm like some 6'2".
You 6'2". You look
Oh,
tall as hell out there, man. I swear. But cause you shooting over everybody. I ain't see nobody block that damn like teacher said. I ain't see nobody block that step over 340 yet.
That's because he got them Douglas shoulders, man.
Yeah, you do. Hey, do you get your? Cause you seem like you real cool temperament, man. You ain't got your pop's temperament, at least not on game day anyway. Cause how pops don't get no tech? Cause pop be all the way on the floor. I mean, like he literally be in the game and he never gets a tech, man. Why y'all don't tell pops to step back?
I don't know. We just be in a game like him. We just feed off his intensity. That's what they tell us before the game. Feed off his intensity. Which is like
Hey, J Mac. I remember they played a game in sock last year. Man, I looked, I say, Doug, now how you trapping with the team? Like he had him counted out too. And it was like they had 6 guys on the floor, and he was the 6th man on the trap.
Hey,
Hey,
hold
I say
on.
the
I
same
got to
thing,
trump
man.
that one sometime. I got to trump that one. Lancaster versus Kimball at Sprague. Cade steals the ball and goes coast to coast. I can't remember who it was from Kimball that tried to challenge him, and Cade dunked, and it was a crazy dunk. But the cool thing about it was Coach Doug's reaction, man. Coach Doug ran down to the other end.
Now he did get ejected for that one, right? That's the one he
I
got
remember
ejected.
that. Did he get ejected? I don't think he
I
got
think that's
ejected.
the one. Ain't that the one Kane that he got ejected?
It wasn't that play. He got
a tick.
He got a tick right on.
He got a tick. Okay.
Oh man, that was the funniest sight I've ever seen. Coach Doug was so excited, he almost started running laps around the gym when his baby dunked that ball. Boy, he got it full daddy mode. He forgot.
All black metal, I've been saying.
Nah,
I
man,
said the same thing. I'll be doing the same thing.
Nah, man, I called Doug that night, man. I said, man, you done lost your damn mind, man. Hey, then he ran across the court to the other side. I said, say, man, like somebody got to stop this.
Who won the game? Who won the game?
Kimball won. Hey, Will, this was like in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of the game.
Well, I wish I had that clip queued up for J Mac. Oh man.
Hey, I wish I had it because I played it. I remember playing it on Facebook, man, and I was like, "What the hell is?" That was before I knew Kane with his son. You know, I ain't a bad. I'm a football guy, but that was before I knew that was his son that dunked. So I didn't understand it. I was like, "What the hell?" Coach's act showed his ass over a dunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Damn, just a dunk." But then they said, "No, that was his son." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. That was your son dunking on a rival school. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it. I can see it.
Hey, was that your first time catching the body, though, Kane?
Yeah, that was my first one. That's probably what it was. My
Oh,
first
so that's
one.
what it was.
I bet you Kane got the video. We ain't got to look far. I bet you Kane got the video.
It's all on page Twitter, into his page.
They know exactly where that video is.
He sure do.
Hey, J Mac, the thing be like when you know Doug, like Doug's so laid back and chill, but it's something about when he coaching down, like say, man, he like a whole nother animal. like I'm talking like he laid back and chill, like everything.
Yeah.
But boy, when he get out there, I was like, man, Doug, like he really like Alex Gillum. He like the Gillum dude, man, how he be on that sideline, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went way back. That was time.
He went way back with it.
But I'm saying, all these coaching nowadays is really trying to emulate Gillum with all that sideline. Sit y'all that down sometimes.
Hey, I want to get Doug on the show, though. I do want to tell Pops we want him on the show, okay, whatever you can. Tell him, say the Doug would love to have Coach Doug.
Hey, 2 times. You like your coaches like you like your basketball coaches like Coach Bacon. Coach Bacon sit over there, boy, and he just relaxed the whole game. He don't stand up. He just talks. And Coach Bacon is chilling. He relaxed, man. I did my work in practice. It's y'all turn.
Hell yeah. Another coach I noticed that too was Pat Washington.
Yeah.
Pat Washington sit down, you know, like he kind of sit down a lot.
Phil Jackson do it too. The only time Phil Jackson get up and say Scotty and Mike or Kobe and Shaq.
And blow a whistle and blow. Yeah, that's it. So
Hey,
how
the
y'all think?
defense
How is
don't
Coach
sit
Mays?
down,
Because
run.
only thing I know about Coach Mays is him and his assistants be the cleanest on the court. Because
Yeah, they be clean,
they
boy.
always wearing suits. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but Mays don't sit down neither though.
He don't sit down
don't.
now.
They don't sit down either.
But I ain't mad at him because he be clean.
Hey Keith, how is it playing? How is it growing up in your mom's the basketball coach?
Man,
How is that?
it's crazy. Just like she know my potential, so she be on the hardest.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. T. John, your mom is a basketball coach too?
She coached me till I got the girl.
Really? And Keith, your mom's a basketball coach too, right?
Yes, she coached me.
So how was that experience? Your mom coaches soccer, right?
Yes, sir.
So how is that, man, playing for your mom? When you go home, did she be telling you about the game?
Always. Never let me get the credit. She don't know how to turn that load off from my coach. She just coaching all the time. So it be hard for me sometimes. I be into it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Same for you, T. John. Mom's be on you when you come home.
Man, if I have a bag, and that's the worst car ride I ever. Man.
Yeah,
Hold on. So Key, that's your mom that be on the sideline.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
What's it like?
And she coached boys
What's it
basketball?
like having your mom as your coach?
It's a cool experience sometimes, but sometimes it just, we bump heads sometimes on stuff that we don't agree on, but at the end, we always come together and find a solution. So it's just cool working with somebody that you live in the house with. So it's cool.
Boy, she hate when you turn the ball over, boy. Whoa, your mama hate when you get a turnover.
Yes, sir.
Hey, your mom coaches JV, right? She coaches JV team, right?
Yes, sir. She the head JV coach.
So your mama be beating a lot of dudes?
You said what, coach?
She be beating a lot of dudes?
Yes, sir.
They had a good JV team this year, right?
Yes, sir.
So she the head JV coach.
Yeah, she the head JV coach.
Yes, sir.
So what is my man? We fall.
He the freshman coach.
Freshman coach.
We fall won freshman championship, didn't
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I need to get we fall that head coaching job, man. That's my whole goal from now on. We campaigning. We fall to be the next in line at the head coaching job. Hey, no offense, Mr. Richard.
Yeah, you good.
But yeah, I need we fall in there, man, because I don't know if Todd treating them right over there in football.
There you go, man.
I may want to coach basketball next.
Hey, freshman coach at Lincoln High School. Let him find out, man. You was a suit away from being a freshman coach on the part of
know. Hey, it would have been a whole nother legacy.
Hey, if you'd have put that suit on, coach, we would have had to call you 3 times.
Nah. For me put that suit on, I must have been going to a funeral. I wasn't finna be wearing no suit coaching no basketball game.
Hey, Todd been over there like John Thompson. He had a towel on his shoulder and everything.
Yeah, man. Hey, I gave that up quick too, man. Like, nah, man. Bosh them, man. It would have been a pleasure, Hop, but nah, bro.
So you settled for soccer?
Soccer.
Wait, coach, what was your pregame speech, coach? What you had? Y'all better not lose.
Nah, no, it wasn't that. I just go out there and just, man, let's just make sure we just give it all we got, and I'm gonna be satisfied with that.
Hey, looking like a true second sport coach.
Hey, and then. Hey, and I look up in the stand, so that's me coaching the girls. I look up in the stand, I see goddamn black and mild smoke blowing everywhere. I gotta get them. Then I coach the boys, the girls. They walking the men yards and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, hey, man. Like, man.
Go like I gotta hear up.
Hey, quick question though, man. Not to switch, but Terrence, man, y'all had a huge win against Arlington Martin this year.
And he
Man,
dropped
tell
40,
me about
Willow.
that. Huh?
And he dropped 40.
He dropped
And he
40 while
dropped
he
40.
talking about all he do is
So
shoot.
you gotta tell me about that game, bro. Tell me about it, man. Because that was an unbelievable night you guys had. Because that's the first time y'all beat them in like a long time, right?
Forever.
Forever, yeah.
That was during the storm too. So my team, I know we really ain't getting to the gym like that. So going into that game, we was like really low on stamina and stuff. But we was able to like come together, and everybody was just hitting big shots. So we won.
How did you feel after dropping 40, man? Is that the most you scored all year?
Yeah, it was around that range. I think I hit 35 like 3 times this year, 4 times.
So when you make your my player on 2K, what kind of my player are you?
I ain't gonna lie. I got the 6'9" gimme god build, and I just go in there and try to do contact dunks all day.
Is that like do you have a squad of 2K my players, or do you just have one guy that you spend your time making him the dopest of the dope?
Like I got like 3 builds.
What's your favorite build?
My 2A inside out shot creator,
How tall is he?
6'9".
I got 1'11". He cold. He averages about 35 in his little league play right now. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
I had to start a new one, man. But I need your online, bro, so we can play online for real. We can meet up at the
That's a
park.
bet.
You know what I mean?
That's a bet.
What's your my build? You got you play 2K?
I don't even play the game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Keith, you don't play the game either?
I don't play the game.
I don't play the game. I ain't touched the game since like 2017 for real.
The game.
Y'all don't have time?
I really don't got time.
They're in the lab, Willow. They're in the lab.
They make me feel like such a sucker right now.
Hey, basketball, one of those sports. You ain't really got time for it's too competitive. It's too hard. It's too hard to be one of them 12 to 15. So you either gotta love that or and that's a problem. I know my daughter probably gonna be mad at me, but that's what I preach to my daughter about basketball. I'm like, baby, basketball, you just don't show up. Basketball, you gotta love that. You gotta live and breathe and it's nonstop. It's working every day. Just cause you can show up as a better athlete in youth and junior high, when you get to high school, if you don't love it, you're gonna get passed up by the B team.
Yeah.
That's an any sport, though. You know what I mean? When you talking about the elite of the elite, I think that's something that all of them got in mind. Hey, so my next question. You're on a fast break. You can either dunk the ball or lay it up. Somebody come. Do it against him. You can either dunk the ball or lay it up. What you doing?
I'm
going for a dunk.
I know what you're gonna do, T-John. What you gonna do, Mr. Rich?
I'm gonna try to dunk it. I mean, if I'm going for a layup, somebody coming, it can get blocked. But if I at least tap the rim, I can get fouled and go to the line. So I'm trying to dunk it.
How many bodies you catch this year?
I only caught one.
Hey, I was gonna say he caught a mean one this year at Skyline. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I caught a good one this
year. Yeah.
Mean one,
But
Willow.
don't say try. We're gonna get tried.
You got that video?
I do got that.
You know he got that. I mean, you know what? So say Ty. So you know how everybody got their huddle set up, right? And so when we start recruiting players and looking at it, we go, oh man, this dude got 30,000 views. We ain't got no chance in him. Everybody on this dude. Then you watch the film, you be like, this dude's terrible. so it's 29,999 99 of those views yours?
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. But my question is serious. All right, so most of the time when I ask people that question, and I ask football players that question, I recruit them, and the theory is most people who say I'm gonna lay it up are finesse players. They don't like that. The cats who say I'm gonna go dunk on you, they like to snatch soul. They like to take the spirit and your heart. You get dunked on, your spirit is gone. Like whoever got dunked on, they are lifeless at that point. And you can do whatever you want to them for the rest of the game. But the cat that's gonna lay it up, right, don't worry about him. He gonna get it here. He don't like that contact game too. That's why.
Hey, Kate.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you came back, man. I just got sent the video. You know I'm for the show everybody too, don't you? You know, hey, shout out to my peoples, man. Peoples that be listening to the show. I said we need to see the video, and guess what popped up? Let me see if y'all can. I want y'all to see if y'all can see it. What the hell was Doug doing? Did he have to walk all the way across? Oh, did he have to walk all the way?
But J-Mac, what makes this so funny is how I said it was only 1 or 2 minutes.
Now you telling me that was the beginning of the game?
Yes, sir.
Hey, J Mac, hey, I told Doug how he acted. That's one of them things where your mama supposed to come walk down out the stand to the sideline and say, bring your ass over here and sit your ass down. After acting a damn fool in front of all these people.
Hey, teacher, you was there, man. You was there, man. What happened, bro? What happened?
Doug run across that flow. I was so like when he threw the ball in after the play, they stopped it or whatever. I seen Doug run straight past, and I'm just looking at Doug like.
Hey, Kay, I got one question to ask, man. Did y'all talk about that after the game when y'all went home?
Yeah, we did.
Did what can I ask what the conversation was?
I don't know. He was just like, I just dunked on him, so it was kind of like a culture shock to him. He was like, he didn't know. He just let his emotions take over, really. It was just one about the game, no more. It was just like more excitement more than anything.
Hey, listen. I had a talk with Doug. Me and Doug and I was standing as the JV finished the game before that. And Doug was so amped up, tired. I'm not surprised that happened. I mean, because that's how early it was. He was so amped up for that game. And Kay just so happened to make that play in the first couple minutes. Oh, man. He lost.
And Kay gonna tell me he ain't in the dunk contest. See, you hold it out, Kay. You hold it out, brother.
He didn't have no hops like that.
Yeah, he said he didn't have no hops. Do I need to replay it? I'm gonna replay
Yeah,
it.
replay it.
I gotta replay it because you can't tell me you ain't got no hops like that, brother. I'm sorry, dog. You can't be telling. I want y'all to pay attention. I hate for you have to relive this, T. John, but you just want to stay. It don't matter.
Was the ref trying to tell the other coach, man,
No, I was just going to say, we can't just call out Coach Doug. His whole coaching staff was just out of control.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. Every time I see that. And
yeah, that was funny right there.
dog. Was he rooting for when he went over there? He was hyping up Langston crowd. He wasn't saying in your face to Kimball, was he?
Nah, that was Langston.
That was Langston crowd. Okay. But all the white shirts was crazy though. Like all the coaches was going off. Like that was man. Hey, Terrence, what don't you hate you? Did you ever witness something like that? Did your coach ever do that?
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, I can't take no more, man.
My God.
Hey, man. Hey, but here's the deal on that, man. Playing Kimball, you know, with Ontario and those guys, man. I told our guys, man, if you get a steal, just pull it back out because they do a great job of trailing and blocking it because they're gonna block it, you know. So if you're not a dunker or nothing like that, man, just pull it back out. Even if you is a dunker, pull it back out because they're gonna block your shot. So that was strict orders, you know, because we had little guards that year. And I was like, man, we get a steal or something, they trailing, pull it back out. And so when Kay got the steal, you know, I'm expecting him to just pull the ball back out and let us set up something. But when he went and did that, I was like, wow, you know, so I just kind of lost it for a minute, man. but you know, it was a rival game too. It was the intensity was high, you know. So I got beside myself a little bit, but I felt so bad for myself, man. I made a fool of myself that night.
Hey, man, you did what every dad on this show and listening would have did. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I probably been worse than you because you was pumping up your own crowd. See, I've been over there on Kimball crowd. Oh, your ass! That would been me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Doug, still though, what was you saying?
I didn't hear you say that again.
I said, what did you say? What were you saying? Replay the video.
Yeah, when you walked over to the crowd.
So Doug, what was you saying?
To the crowd, I was just hyping them up. You know, it was just hyping them up. You know, I was excited.
So when you watch this again, did you laugh when you watched it?
Man, I didn't really laugh. I was really pretty much embarrassed. I was just embarrassed, man. I just got beside myself. I was really kind of embarrassed, you know, really.
Hey, you see two times. We got your boy here, man. What you got to say to your boy, man?
Hey, man, that's the funniest shit I've seen, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm finna get back off of here, man. First of all, I want to say congratulations, T. John, man. Proud of you, brother. Way to go handle business, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. And KP, man, hey, congratulations, man. You know, good luck to you on your next venture in college, brother.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, and the guy from and the young man I never seen you play. From Sam Houston, man. Thank God we didn't play you this year. You averaging 40. So
you ain't lying.
But congratulations to all you young men, man. I'm so proud of you, man.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
Coach Doug, we got to. Coach Doug, can we get you on sometime, man? You got to come chop it up with us sometime, man.
I will, man. I will, man. Hey, anytime.
Hey, we definitely gonna be reaching out to have you come back and chop it up with us, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach
guys,
Todd.
just so you know, Coach Doug will be coaching one of the All-Star teams this year too. By the way, put that out. One of the All-Star coaches there.
See y'all later.
Like the high school.
Well, hey, we might have to put up a prize for the first kid that can make Coach Doug act like that.
Right. But you know what's funny when you're watching it? You gotta really pay attention to see him run by Kimball Bench.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah. And then I'm like, damn, where he coming from? Right. Hey, man. Hey, man, out of all my years of coaching, man, like, that's the funniest shit I ever seen.
Hey, man,
That's what DJ was talking about. He's talking about he looked up and saw Coach Doug.
Doug went from he touched every baseline in his phone.
Even Nick was stunned, Ty. Even Nick was like, "What he doing? Like, what is he doing there?"
Hey, that right there should be an automatic injection. Hey, he right underneath Coach Gillum with that, man. I done seen Coach Gillum go lay on the floor before and just stop the guy. Hey, Coach Gillum went up there and just laid down on the scoring table.
Hey, man.
Hey, boy, don't know me and Doug. We was assistant coaches in Lincoln, boy. We was just some young punks over there, fool. We had no say so.
Oh, so y'all go way back.
Oh, hell yeah. We go back to 2001.
Oh, that's what's up, man. But Coach Doug, cool guy, man. Hey, that right there, boy. He is all the championships, all that. He gonna forever be remembered for getting that hype video right there. That was amazing, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm happy to see that, though. Hey, B-Rise, you got anything for our fellas?
Hold on, real quick, guys, man. I appreciate. I got to go, thing. I know we catch the airplane. But hey, man, it was great talking to you guys. I try to get back on J-Man while I'm waiting at the airport. But if I don't, man, hey, I appreciate you guys for coming on and wait to see you guys play Saturday, man. I'm a fan of all y'all, man. So keep doing the work, keep doing what you guys do, guys. Keep y'all and keep being right in everything y'all do, man. All right? I'll let y'all.
Yes, sir. Hey, KP.
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to go nowhere, cause like I say, man, a lot of people, they mess with us over here, man. I know we're a little hood show, but you know what I'm saying? They mess with us.
Yes, sir.
I got some film. You know what I'm saying? You see how that work, man? I just be over here chilling, just talking. and somebody say, KP caught about it. Oh, really? Well, we got to see if the film lie. You know what I'm saying? We got to see if the film lie. So, let me see. I think I might got a little something for you. I want you to pay attention. You're going to have to describe this to me.
Hey, watch WeFile too.
The guy in the stand.
Hey, J-Mac, you need the other view though, man, where you can see it from behind Sock bench, man. And why WeFile, man? He just so classy.
Hey, man, I gotta play that again because watch the dude in the gray sweats. He jumped up in front of the camera dancing. Yeah. Now I ain't never seen nobody dunk and make another grown man dance.
Yeah,
that might be a new one. Hold on, man. And you ain't in the dunk contest. You in the dunk contest,
Yeah,
Richard?
he gonna be in.
No, sir.
No, you not?
No, sir. I'm not in it.
See, I'm exposing y'all now, man. You and K, y'all getting exposed for lying about your hops. Cause y'all got hops. Y'all ain't even be out here telling people y'all ain't got no hops. One more time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey man, you made a grown man in a gray sweat hoodie dance.
That was my uncle that was doing that.
See what I'm saying? Hey man, K made a grown man, even though that was his pops and that was your uncle. Whatever you could make a grown man get excited. Cause once you get a certain age, you made to be chill.
Mm-hmm.
So when you make a joker get excited, you doing something.
Yes,
That was a cold dunk, man. I wish we would have had we fall. Now I got to go searching for we fall reaction to that one. Cause God say it's beautiful to beautiful to watch.
You said, now when you said he walk out here on the 3-point line and stuff out there, like,
Oh, he went on the court.
yeah, we fight always doing something, man. We fight all on the court, man.
Hey man, we fall be out there, dog. We fall be out there in that suit. I be worried about my man, cause I know we fall a little younger, so the younger generation they like the tight suits from carrying on. So I be worried about my man out there in that tight suit, but he be clean. So now can we get you now that we see you got the hops K? Can we get you in the dunk contest?
Nah, I'm gonna have to pass. I don't really got no dunks in the bag like that.
Can you can catch a hoop, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
All right, Terrence, I'm waiting. Now you got all these. You averaging 40. I know you got a body somewhere. How many bodies you got?
Only a few. I really don't got none on camera because sometimes I just be dunking on my teammates during practice.
Practice don't count, man. We got to have film. We got to have the game. You ain't caught a body during the game.
Nah. People really don't be doing me. During the morning game, I'm doing in game, but yeah, KJ ain't jump with me.
Hey, and T. John, you got a bunch of bodies too, right?
I got a few under my belt.
We got to get some film of yours too. I'm waiting to see if somebody send me some. If I get one of your anonymous texts, I can go ahead and post it up. How many you got in your phone?
Every single one of them, pretty much.
For real?
Like from this year, yeah. I got I know I caught one at Hoop Fest. I got I'm gonna say it's one, but it was on two people. Like I went down the middle of the lane and both dudes jumped and I just dunked them. And then I got one from Houston. And we played Brennan. And then I had a mean one in practice, but nobody seen that one but God.
Okay. So who probably? Because I would think it would be number 4, but who probably got the most bodies on your team?
It's out of me and DeCannon, I think he got one above me. He got one above me.
That's number 4, right?
Yeah.
Now, that dude, he be dunking disrespectfully. that dude dunked disrespectfully. I can't even front, dog. I be looking at number 4 and number who's that other one, man? He just like intimidating out there, man. Is it number 0?
RJ. You talking about RJ, yeah, number 0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he spooked that Poteet team, man.
Yeah, he was out there talking crazy to them boys. I had to tell him to chill before he got a tick.
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you could tell Poteet was just ready. they had the bus warmed up. You could tell that the bus was already warmed up. They them cats didn't want no parts of that game, man. Like, and was that was him? Now was that 0 or 4 that bodied that one bright skinned kid like over and over and over?
That was 4. That was
That was
DC.
4, right? I feel bad for that kid, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm like, parents is probably in the stands having to watch that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dog. It was so bad to where one time he just failed.
You talking about on the lob when I threw him the
Yeah,
lob?
he just failed. Like he was just like, "No, man, I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all dunking on me, bro." Hey, man, that game right there, I feel bad for Boutique, and it was so bad to where the coach, he was really coaching that first half, right?
And he just
He,
sit down.
dog, that second half, he was like he was on the bench reading the newspaper. Like he didn't do nothing. He was just, dog, he was just chilling.
Yeah.
Like 2 times. You ever been in the game? Well, no, you ain't never been in the game. I guess you've been on the other side. But what you do when you see the coach over there don't even want to coach no more?
No. That's when you really got to see how you really coach.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, boy. That was a playoff game. Like he was coaching really hard that first half. I ain't even gonna joke. He was on their butts. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was all on the court, yelling at the refs. That second half, man. Coach was on the sideline. Coach is sitting down drinking tea. He didn't want no more parts of that game. And I felt bad for that kid because y'all was dunking on that kid, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could send him a card or something, tell him to keep his head up, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one of the moments, Jabari, that you have to realize is basketball really what you want to do.
Hey, can I ask these young men a question, J Mac?
Go for it.
KP, T-John, Terrence. Where you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Number one, what's the next step after high school and where you see yourself 5 years from now? Kate, I'll start with you.
Next step after high school is just playing college basketball. But next 5 years, probably see myself probably if it's not probably just playing basketball pro or just starting my career in my life, whatever I major in, just starting my career in life, just get my life started in that kind of way.
What you want to do when the ball starts bouncing?
I'm going to school. I'm studying psychology when I go to school this year. So I'm studying psychology.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Young, what about you?
Obviously college is the next step. Then after that, play professional basketball. After the ball stop bouncing, I really want to be like a college coach or an NBA GM.
Right.
That's dope.
T-Dub, what about you? Terrence.
Next 5 years, I see myself going to school to play basketball and then making it pro. And once the ball stopped bouncing, I was thinking about becoming a coach too, just teaching people what I know and my experience.
Right. KP, how about you?
In the next 5 years, hopefully, I'll be playing some professional ball somewhere. But in the near future, I'm going to college and majoring in kinesiology for when the ball stops bouncing to become either athletic trainer or a coach.
That's what's up. Hey, real quick before you get your next question, Jabari. K, you said you see yourself following your pop's footsteps, coaching if the next level, if the professional level, not available?
It's crossed my mind a lot, but if it falls that way and I follow passion for it, but yeah, it came across my mind just kind of following my pop's footsteps and just coaching basketball and seeing the way it affects others beyond basketball too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. All right, go ahead, Jabari.
T-John, what does a college coach get in a player like you?
They get a leader. First thing, they get a great young man off the court and on the court. And they get a dog, a defender. They get a PG that's going to get everybody involved and that can score and just a winner.
KP, what are they getting out of you at next year?
The biggest thing is toughness for me. Anytime I play, I feel like I bring a lot of toughness. And defense, I'd rather play defense than offense every time. But on the offensive end, I can also score and get my teammates involved. You also get a good teammate out of me, a good leader, a good positive dude.
Okay.
Just bringing winning culture, like I don't know, just knowing what winner feels like and knowing what winning is about, and just bringing that personality to a team, and just being that person.
So Kay, let me ask you a hard question. So you're playing in the era of the transfer portal. So what are your plans to go in there and earn playing time against older guys?
Playing just to just get after it every day, but not just trying to go in there and just thinking about, oh, I'm trying to play right now, just taking it day by day, and if the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna take the opportunity just to be that person on that team that's gonna take those minutes as a young guy.
That's what's up right there. What you think is right now? What's the best part of your game? And this for all y'all. Y'all, Jabari, you can work it. I'm gonna start with Kate. What's the best part of your game? And what's the part of the game that you probably gonna have to work on over the summer?
I feel like the best part of my game, I feel like I can pass. I'm a really good passer. I can feel like I can read the floor a lot. I feel like I'm a pretty good passer. And I feel like the thing I can work on probably my finishing around the rim a lot better and different kind of finishes.
Okay. What you think, T. John?
My game is really getting down here, getting everybody involved. And a part of the game that I want to really just work on this summer is shooting the ball better.
Terrence, what about you?
I feel like my shooting ability has always been my strong point, and throughout the years, I always wanted to work on like my speed, like defensive lines and stuff.
Oh, you want to be more of a lockdown defender?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Key, what you got?
Um, for me, I think my strong suits are defense and my speed. And some of the things, well, the biggest thing I feel like I need to work on is my fatigue, getting me back in the best shape I can be.
Hold on, brother. You run track. What you talking about? Fatigue?
Nah, different. It's different. It's different.
That basketball different, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
That's why you got to run cross country, my brother. That's why they be putting y'all in cross country.
Yeah, I probably should have did that.
What you got, Byron?
Man, listen, before I let these guys go, because I promised them I wasn't going to too long, because they got a full week of activities beginning tomorrow. But I want to ask these guys, so what's your message to that kid following in your footsteps? And then what are your final words as we let you go? KP, we'll start with you.
I think some words I'll give somebody following my footsteps is don't get discouraged because everybody don't get that stuff at the same time, and don't be comparing yourself to people that surround you that's getting opportunities. Just keep working, stay humble, stay grounded, and always put God first. That's the biggest thing. Without God, you can't get nothing. So make sure you keep God first. Just work hard. Whatever you pray for, put some action.
Yes, sir.
Man, all right. What's your parting words? You got any closing words, any thank yous, anybody you want to shout out before we let you go, KP?
I want to shout out my moms, you know what I'm saying, my family. They was always with me through the whole journey. And a quote I could say, it's a scripture that I live by. It says, it's Romans 8:18. It's the pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. Everything you're going through right now is nothing compared to the good that you're going to get in the future.
Hey, that's a good ass. Hey, I need to start keeping up with that one.
That's big time right there, KP. That's big time. All right, let me see. T. John, how about you? What's your best piece of advice for that young fella following in your footsteps? And then who you want to thank or shout out?
Really, the best advice I can give is run your own race. Don't look side to side and see what other people doing. Run your own race. Stay focused. Stay grounded, like KP said. Honestly, and stay disciplined. Discipline takes you a long way in life. And just the ball got to bounce the right way. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. Just be you, honestly. And a lot of people I want to thank is my mom, God, my family, Obviously Campbell. We just won a state championship. Yeah.
Yes,
Ready.
sir.
Already. Terrence,
So what was the question again?
what's your best piece of advice to that young fella that's following in your footsteps? And who do you want to thank or shout out as we close?
My best piece of advice is to tell that person stay focused and keep grinding, keep working hard. Even if you like going through something like struggling and stuff like that, just find a way through it, keep going. And I'm thankful for my uncle, God, my coaches. I'm thankful for all the ups and downs, honestly, throughout the game. And hopefully I can make it, you know.
For sure.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay.
I'll probably tell somebody younger. I'll probably say it's a marathon, not a sprint. So just knowing that it may not be like everybody else been saying. If it may not be now, it may be later. So just make sure that you just make sure not comparing yourself, looking left or right, like T. John said. Just being you in the best possible way you can be.
And any thank yous?
I want to thank. I always said thank Weebo Nation, man. I've been there since I was a little kid. And seeing the culture, man. I just really, really appreciate that, man. I feel like kind of made me the player I am today.
Yes,
Good
sir.
deal.
You are like the son of Weibo right there, like the true definition.
And J Mac, I want to say this too. These young men, Terrence, KP, K, T. John, big time athletes, even better young men, high character guys. You never hear about them getting in trouble throughout 4 years of high school, no off the court incidents. So these guys deserve to be celebrated because there are a lot of kids that are not doing it the right way. And for
Right.
these guys to stay focused and stay humble and stay disciplined and, focus on their craft the way they had, it's a salute to the parents, to the family, to the coaches that's been in these kids' lives up to this point. So I just wanted to make sure I said that publicly, man. These guys are not just great athletes, but great young men too.
Yes, sir, man. Salute to all you guys and your parents, guardians, whoever been your mentors. They've done a wonderful job, man. You guys really showed me that y'all great young man. We already knew you were great young athletes, so I can't wait to see y'all this coming up weekend too, man. It's gonna be an awesome weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got anything for them 2 times before they get out?
Hey, just know when to go the other way in life.
Now, that's probably the realest right there.
Yeah, there's gonna be some times where you got to separate yourself, and sometimes you got to think back. Just go the other way, man, because sometimes going where everybody else going to get you in some trouble. And just continue doing what y'all boys been doing, man, and keep working hard. Understand basketball is just a small part of y'all life, man. What y'all got to offer the world is way bigger than basketball. It's just a vehicle to allow you to exhibit yourself for people to know you, man. And people always watching you, man. There's little kids out there, they want to be y'all. So when you make a decision, you not only affect yourself, you affect the young guys up underneath you that want to be you one day.
Amen.
That's it, man.
Sir.
Hey, salute
Amen.
to you guys, man. Can't wait to see y'all this coming up weekend.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you, fellas. The Dub. Appreciate y'all having me. J Mac. Thank you, Coach Todd. Thank you for hosting the All Stars, brother. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Coach Todd, man, you gonna be on that I'm gonna have to get an interview after you judge every dunk. Cause I need to know what you thinking when you give up that score.
I know, man. Yo, you're gonna be right there with me, man. We gonna collaborate on it.
Hey, I got a whole week to try to get Keith and Kate in that lineup, man. I gotta get them in there, man.
Hey,
I'm
man,
making it.
let me tell you about dunk contest, man. Hey, when somebody don't want to be in on the day, they know they best doing what they feel right now.
Leave them alone.
Yeah,
Leave them alone. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Cause you don't want to go into that halfway thinking about it. You sure right, man. You sure right.
Man.
You sure right. But yeah, you have the 3-point contest, right?
Oh yeah, we have 3-point contest as well.
Keith,
So,
you in the 3-point contest?
I will be.
Okay, you in there, K, right?
Yes, sir.
T. John, you ain't in the 3-point, is you?
Nah, I'm in the
Terrence,
dunk.
you in it? That's what you do.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what you. Now, if you ain't in the
Y'all know
3-point
that.
contest, that's what you do, brother. So go on and show up with them skills, man. Go on, show them Steph Curry ain't got nothing on you.
Right.
If you're out there watching this, make your way over to South Oak Cliff High School Sunday, March 19th. These guys gonna put on the show one last time for the city. It's always a good time. Some great basketball, great community event, great networking. So y'all come on out and show these kids some love. South Oak Cliff High School Sunday, March 19th. Tickets will be rolling out tomorrow. You can find more information at www.thuf.org, the Heads Up Foundation. And again, we're looking forward to seeing y'all, man. This is 20 years. We're celebrating 20 years as an organization. They told me we wouldn't make it to year 3, bro. So, here we are 20 years later and impacting these kids and scholarships, college and careers. So, we're looking forward to this big event this weekend.
Yes, sir. That's right there. That's this coming up weekend, man. Y'all get out there and support these ballers, man. They'll put in a lot of work to get to this point. So let's make sure we show up and show them love, man. For real. What about this, Bar? You got the unsigned seniors?
Yeah, that's always a favorite of ours, the unsigned senior event. So much talent. A lot of guys are fighting the transfer portal and they just need that little extra push. So this is what that event is about. We'll be at Sox Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 1. We'll have about 30 or 40 players in the building. College coaches will be in the building recruiting and signing guys on site. I mean, one of the coolest things is to see, like, this guy that's on the flyer. He's getting ready to play in the NCAA tournament really, really soon, here in the next couple of days. But he was an unsigned senior at the end of his senior year of high school. So he had to come into an event like this and showcase, and he got signed on the spot, and the rest is history. So, that's the fun part of this event, is seeing these guys like Terrence and Tijon and, some of the other top unsigned guys come in and, as we say, come in and take something. So, they come in and they leave with a bag, a scholarship bag. So that's what we're about. Any unsigned seniors looking for an opportunity, reach out to us. We want to get you involved.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all come out and support that too. Hey, the dub will be out there, man. Now you got us on the list, right, Jabari? I don't want to be coming out there and they be trying to pat me down and talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, man, we was invited.
Yeah, now we're gonna make special accommodations for the dub. We'll have a media set up for you guys, man. Just come out and enjoy the event, stay as long as you can. And I guarantee you have probably one of the best times you done had so far in 2023.
Hey, I'm gonna be there, man. 2-time there. I'm going in 2-time house. I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, you get to
Shout out to South Oak Cliff, Coach Mays, Dr. Johnson, Coach Todd, everybody for hosting it, man. Sock, as always, they roll out the red carpet for us, man. Anytime it's about the community, they all for it. So shout out to South Oak Cliff High School.
Hey, man, if y'all like that merch, y'all make sure y'all head over to willowword.com. You know what I'm saying? Grab you some of that.
Yes, sir.
Grab you some of that fire. You know what I'm saying? So we all good, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. All your brothers, man.
Hey, J-Max, stay on, man. Stay on, man. We gotta talk, man.
We gotta talk. Okay, then. Well, we're gonna let y'all out, cause we don't know what we finna talk about. Oh, yeah, we gonna lie to you.
Todd, I'm gonna keep watching, though, Todd. I know what that means, Todd.
Yeah, man. Who else I need to send a link to, Todd?
Man, yeah, I just want to talk, man. Boy, Swaggy missing, man. He told me he glorious, man. So I just want to let the kids get off, man, before I had to send out the people to find them again, man.
Hey, Bar, I want you to hold on, Bar. Don't leave just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I want you to talk to Todd. Then I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all, brothers.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
y'all this weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll talk about swag. Give me 1 minute, Coach.
Yeah, so how you felt about the whole tournament this weekend?
Man, I thought it was some really good games, bro, top to bottom. Of course, the Metroplex guys took care of business. Shit, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a pretty good weekend. What you think?
Yeah. I'm wondering why, like in the second half, all them games opened up to like, them 20-point, 15-point leads, compared to the first half.
Usually what happened with them teams, they can play with the Faith families and the Kimballs for a half. So that's why the halftime, it might be tie game or we might be losing. But as that third quarter, that fourth quarter, that championship pedigree kicks in, and those guys that they playing ain't necessarily been in that moment.
Yeah.
Whereas you got the Kimballs, the Faith families, the Duncanville of the world, they used to that moment. So that makes a difference, bro. And you see it in that second half, as you saying.
Yeah, because I mean, just me watching with I ain't no expert, but I wouldn't have been pressing Kimball if I was Colleen. I'd have played him in my half court set and maybe jump trapped him or something like that. But I wouldn't allow them to get a full head of steam going to the basket like that. When they did that, to me, they lost all they fizzle of the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to match up with Kimball's athletes. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna play that style against them, good luck, man, because that's what they want to do.
Yeah, they get out of transition. They go, they're gonna be running. But I don't think nobody, Faith family, they wasn't gonna lose. Shit, they just got too much. They too long. Got good young guard play.
Yeah, they and most people don't know, man. They probably gonna be better next year. That's the scary part.
Yeah. I mean, after our tournament, they probably was. I'll put them as the number one team, just after watching all the games.
For sure.
Oh, so you got Faith family. That's what I wanted before you get out of here, Byron. I know we brought the kids, but yeah, I did want to get your assessment over the weekend, over the state championship weekends, like what you thought was the best teams, like the best teams who stood out and stuff like that.
Man, I was really impressed with Kimball getting over the top because I had been there ringside the two previous years and just kind of saw how they would get there and then a big shot, a miracle play here and there, kick them out. So to see them get over that hump was really, really good. Faith family, tough, man. Tough. It's going to be tough to beat them. I was telling Todd, they'll probably be better next year. They had some guys that were ruled ineligible that had to play JV that really were varsity guys. So they'll be in the fold next year. Plus, you got a much better Dorian Onwachekwa and a Jazz Henderson coming back. So they will be number one probably preseason next year. Yeah, they'll definitely get my vote.
Yeah, I don't know whoever wouldn't vote for them.
Yeah. And
they must be blind.
And 6A. I think DeSoto picked the wrong night to have a bad game, if that makes sense. I mean, you couldn't buy a bucket. A lot of free throw. I actually talked to Coach Bacon this morning, and he was saying the same thing about, man, those guys are so good. You can't afford to start out bad and expect to win a game like that. So, I think they cut the lead later on as the game progressed. It kind of made it respectable towards the end, but if they had come out with that same energy, it might would have been a different game. But as you move to that championship game, Lake Highlands, I was looking forward to that Lake Highlands Trey Johnson versus Wesley Yates matchup for a really long time. And I finally got two of the best players, probably two of the best guards in the state of Texas. And was really pleased to see the junior come out on top, both with the win and the individual matchup. So, kudos to Lake Highlands, Kimball, Faith family for going down there and getting it done. Big shout out to the coaches. A lot of the things that are lost in this equation when you talk about winning championships is the behind the scenes and the time that's put in with the coaches and the assistant coaches and the supporters and everybody plays a role, other than just the team. So I always try to shout those guys out. Assistant coaches always do a hell of a job, getting the kids prepared and whatever. So kudos to all the staff, community.
So if you Carter, what are you thinking you need to do when you hopefully get back to that regional finals to have a chance to beat a Faith family? Now you got 365 days to prepare for it and try to get ready for it. But what you think they got to do to get over the hump?
They're going to have to
do like Swaggy, go to Gloria's and start drinking.
Man, it's personnel. You got to go, and I don't want to. I'm not going to use the R word, but the personnel. If you're going to be Faith family, you're going to have to match their talent and personnel.
Yeah,
you're going to get over that hump, and that hump ain't getting no smaller with talent and personnel on their end. So you got to get out here, and I'm not saying they're not doing it, but typically what happens is most people don't know high school with basketball, high school and AAU, you have to be successful. You want to merge the two, not build divides between the two. So the successful coaches, they're tapped into their feeder pattern. They're tapped into the little league. They're tapped into the AAU scene. They're tapped into all of this. So now when, like Nick Smith, for an example, Nick Smith going to be able to walk in any gym this spring and summer, and everybody across the state going to know who he is.
Yeah.
He ain't going to have to say a word. He's just going to walk in there with his Kimball Knight shirt on.
That big shiny metal, it ain't going to hurt to wear that when you...
Metal, and that's going to make parents from all places, oh, well, let me go. Oh, well, I need to go. Well, my kid want... And that's how that process starts when you start seeing kids coming in. Well, where he come from? Well, he saw what happened at the state tournament this past year. Their parents was looking for a change for little Johnny. And, oh, that's the coach at South Oak Cliff or Duncanville or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that's how that magic happens. Because they probably in some small place that can't help the kid get recruited. One thing everybody across the country and across the state knows, you got to come here to get recruited in basketball. And every college coach knows you got to come here to recruit to be successful in college basketball. Cut your TV on. They everywhere.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
Guys. So
DFW guys is everywhere.
So that's kind of how that works, Ty. That would be my thing is to, get in there and do that groundwork, get in the streets, get in these gyms, make these relationships, and it'll happen. It definitely happen.
Stop complaining and get to work.
I'm in every gym. I'm in every AAU tournament. Every one of them. And I can tell you the ones that's in the gym with me and the ones who not. The ones that's in the gym with me, they won state championship the other day.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence. And it's no cheating or impropriety. It's work. It's behind the scenes work.
Yeah. And like you say, it's building relationships. And this is how me and Coach Carl, we talk about it all the time. You ain't got to do the R word when you win. People gonna find you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People tend to find the ones that's putting kids in college, that's winning, that's doing all that.
Yep.
So that's pretty much how that works. I don't know. Like I say, I don't see. I mean, I don't care what class Faith family and they gonna compete, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I do got a question for you. What did you think of that battle in 6A between the Yates guy and Trey and the I forget his name. You know what I'm talking about?
Trey Johnson. Yeah.
Trey Johnson. What's the Yates guy name?
Wesley Yates.
Wesley Yates. Yates. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Yates.
Been watching Wesley since he was middle school. kid has really progressed, turned into a big time player. So, like I was telling Todd, I've been looking forward to that matchup. I think they're probably arguably two of the best guards in the state of Texas, those two. So I thought it was as good as advertised. I will say I was excited that Trey not only got the team win, but also won the individual matchup, because that's what people look at is, okay, they want to put these two guys side by side and see who did what in that game when they matched up. So, for Trey to win and win the individual matchup was a huge deal, for him individually.
I thought he ran off with it. I thought Yates kind of basically. I thought he slowed up. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. The kid built like a tight end. Like you said, he a guard. I'm like, this kid look like a damn NFL tight end. Like this ain't no average guard right around here.
Right.
So I kind of thought he kind of gave out a little bit. I mean, just me talking. To me, it looked like he kind of ran out of gas a little bit, and Trey kind of kept it up because he was overpowering Trey in the first half. And I thought he kind of ran out of gas. Did you notice that, Todd? When you watched a little bit of it?
Yeah. I think that, like you said, they level the ball down this way. Like, that second half, it's more important than the first half.
Did you think that kid looked like a tight end to you?
Nah, he got some body on him. Yeah, I've been felt that way even when he was playing Kimball them years.
Right.
That's a big kid.
And J-Mac, I tell you what, the X factor in that game was the 6'9" kid that's going to Yale for Lake Highland, Big Sam Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he had 5, 6, 7 blocks in the first half. And he probably changed another 4 or 5 shots as a guard. Anytime you're looking to find out where he is, man. So that's going to affect your shot. If he done got 4 or 5 blocks, and now I'm looking for him. So
and a lot of his damage was in the second half. I thought a lot of his damage was in the second half. Them last 5 minutes, the fourth quarter, like here's another one to me. It just seemed like Lake Highlands kicked it up when they needed to, and BU didn't have that extra gear. And that's the first time we done seen that, obviously, from the past times in championship games. I thought that and Lake Highlands only played 6 guys.
Was that all they played?
That's all they played.
Wow. I didn't even
and I know that because everybody on their bench is white, and only one white guy got on the floor.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's how I was able to notice. So I'm like, they were just way more shape than I don't know what it was. Maybe BU had an off night, or maybe there was a hard game they played the night before with Brennan, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a hard game.
That was a tough game. So I just felt like they ran out of gas, man. That was just my opinion watching it. I just felt like they kind of, I thought the big tight end kind of, slowed up a little bit. And everybody else kind of slowed up.
Yeah.
That was just how I saw that. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, and on the Kimball game, I was happy to see them, kick it up.
Yeah. Big time, get over the hump.
Yeah. I was worried, man.
Then with Kimball, it was the semifinal game that was scaring me.
Yeah.
Because that team attacked that press and knew what to do with it once they got across half court. They shot themselves at the free throw line. And they lost at the free throw line.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. But you know what? That Ellison team, to me, looked a lot like Kimball.
They did. They did.
But I don't think they play the amount of teams and the quality. Kimball played more teams that look like them than Ellison played that look like them, throughout the year.
Yeah, I see what you're saying on that one.
And Todd, to your point, like what you asked me earlier, that matters. Like a lot of these teams are scheduling top tier, non-district, early national schedules. You do that for to be ready for March.
Yeah,
that's exactly why they do that. So the guys that the coaches that don't want to schedule those games, you're not gonna have postseason success.
Yeah.
So if you want to have the postseason success, let's schedule some tougher non-district November, December games before district. That's what Faith Family has the worst district I've ever seen. It is awful.
Yeah. I don't know none of them teams.
But you know how they make up for it? They schedule just as many national games as those district games. So now those guys have been playing against national dudes. Nobody in Texas has beat them.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. Them niggas, the only team that beat them was the Link Years, the Montverde, the big time prep schools.
Yeah. Bishop
But you go play them. You can't be scared to go play them.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta go use that formula. Just like it's the same as sock. That's why I give sock football a lot of credit. Because they're gonna go schedule DeSoto and Duncanville in them early games. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
We know they might be bigger than us, but we gonna go. Let's go get it. It's no coincidence they won 2 state championships in football back to back. So it's the same in basketball, Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And I think now I gotta ask the big question, the elephant in the room. Should Lake Highlands send Duncanville a thank you ring?
Nah. I mean, it wasn't Lake Highlands. Like whatever happened, they had nothing to do with Lake Highlands, man. So shit, I mean, it is what it is. They just capitalized on the moment. They still had to win it.
Hey, and I will say this. I watched Lake Highlands. Lake Highlands did beat Duncanville in the summer TABC.
I was there.
So
I was at that game.
So I'm sure when somebody says that, what you just said, J Mac, I'm sure the Lake Highlands folk gonna have that comeback to we played Duncanville too, actually, and we beat them. It didn't count, but it didn't count. It held some weight.
And Ron Holland was in Spain.
right.
I'm just saying. But I was at that game. They was impressive. I thought that big guy, like you said, the big guy going to Yale, he really dominated that summertime game. He was killing it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, they gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
And
they actually had a kid that should have been playing on the championship team this year. He just transferred at the beginning of the year. His name is BJ Davis Ray. He transferred. He's supposed to be committing to Kansas, but if they would have had him on this team, man, it would have been ugly. It would have been ugly.
Oh, he a big guy?
About 6'5", 6'6", like a wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can really, really play, man. And they had him when they did win that game against Duncanville, to my point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you add him. Yeah, you're right. I would just like to see it. I'm not lying, because I always wanted Duncanville to play that Beaumont United team. Because at the time, I was thinking they were going to probably be the only ones that could beat them. Until Lake Highlands, obviously, did what they did. So I was kind of disappointed, especially when they went up 6. I was like, yeah, see, now they got to go play Duncanville. We're going to see if they talk all that noise. But, yeah. So, hey, Lake Highlands did it. I'm happy regardless because, Beaumont just lost, and I was just happy to see them lose. Because I got tired of them.
Yeah. Now I think Lake Highlands is going to have another challenge on their hand. I'm going to be honest with you. Is how can you keep this kid? Hopefully he comes back to you next year. But I ain't going to get on that on this. This different conversation. But that's the challenge for them now is can we get all those guys that finished the season this year in the Lake Highlands uniform to come back next year?
Well, we know that the Vultures is out. I mean, even Two-Time know about that. He lost the kid to IFG, so he came back, but he left. Yeah. So yeah, that's always a different animal.
Yeah.
When you have success, that's something you just have to worry about.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, especially him being the number one player in the country.
Kind of got to expect it, huh, Coach?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot that goes into that there's monetary value when you rank that high in basketball. That I mean, it's a lot. You got to treat that like a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because your value is so high. But I mean, with NIL, now how many states is it that allow? I know California do. So I'm assuming if he leave, he probably he headed out there. But how many other
Well,
states allow NIL for high school?
It's more than half, but Texas just signed on for high school NIL too. Most people don't know that. They just signed the NIL legislation.
They approved it? I know it was up.
Well, no, they approved it, but there's a catch. And that's the thing. There's always a catch that has Texas behind the 8 ball with other places. But you got to be 18. You can't participate. You can be a high school senior, but it's got to be on your 18th birthday. So you can't be 17 and a half, a high school senior, and get NIL in Texas. You can be 18, can't be 17 and a half. So you got kids like, I'll give you a great example. Keontae George came out of Louisville, couldn't participate in NIL. Went to IMG in Florida. Can do all the NIL he wants. He had NIL before he went to Baylor.
Right.
So it's hard to Todd's point of it becomes a business. It's hard to deny that package for your 17-year-old kid as the number one kid in the country when Texas can't offer that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we're gonna see a lot of little Johnny's repeating the 5th and 6th grade, 1st grade. I think that's what we find. That's what
a lot of holdbacks, huh, Coach?
Hey, you about to see a lot of holdbacks, man.
Reclasses.
That's what it sounds like to me. I'll be honest with you. You telling me, oh, when he's a senior and 18, we can go get the bag? Okay. Hey, look, John, I thought you missed a math problem in 5th grade.
Nah, that ain't gonna be the reason. It ain't gonna be for the money. They gonna hold him back so he be playing against younger kids.
Well, they already doing that.
That's still gonna be the reason.
That's that too.
But Coach Todd, and it's different in football, but in basketball, if it's an older game, if the college coach is coaching in an older game, is little Johnny gonna help himself reclassing to play down against younger talent?
I mean, I think it's a case by case situation. Where a kid dropping down one more year, he could be that much better than this group of kids. I mean, I think it's case by case.
Okay.
But and the kid may develop. A kid may get a little taller, a little stronger. Mm-hmm. But how people gonna try to capitalize on it, man, because everybody think they kid supposed to be worth some money.
Right. Right.
I got a question for you, Jabari. Like K that we just had on, going to somewhere like UTA. Or we were talking about with Toppin, like with the NIL thing. Do you think is that feasible for them to even think like if they able to go off 1 or 2 years to go get that bag before? I ain't talking about where you draft eligible. I'm just talking about where you able to upgrade the NIL eligible.
Yeah, in college. Yeah, as a college guy. I'll say this, man. Most guys don't have NIL value, believe it or not. The guys, performance, influence, and exposure. It's the power formula. So you got to check those boxes. Performance. Do you got a college body of work? Are you an all-conference dude? Are you a first team or in player of the year candidate? Influence. What's your social media platforms like? How many followers you got? The biggest winners in NIL are the women with the Cavender twins. They probably got 20 million followers and making 6 figures monthly off NIL. Those twins that play in Miami.
Right.
So you got the influence. They look at that, and then exposure. what platforms are you playing on? Are we gonna see you on March Madness playing in the Big 12 or the SEC versus a mid-major or smaller conference? All of that matters when it comes to, how much NIL money you're gonna demand from collectives or schools or whoever. So, to the case in point of Cade, to your example, Cade doesn't have much NIL value now as an incoming freshman or a graduating senior. He'll have to go prove it as a freshman when he gets there, and then be willing to take advantage of his value the following year when he has something under his belt. You know what I mean? Kendall Weaver, the kid out of Mansfield Timberview, just won West WAC Conference Freshman of the Year. Now we can go have some NIL conversations.
Yeah. I mean, he
got some accolades on you.
And he would be crazy not to put his name in the portal just to even see, right?
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be crazy for not putting his name in the portal, because a bird in the hand is way better than doing it. But like that portal, even if you're a conference player, the freshman of the year, bro, it's gonna be 6 guys in that transfer portal that the coach at the next spot is gonna probably value more than you. So that's competition. It's only so many spots.
Yeah.
I'm locked in at UT Arlington as a reigning freshman of the year in the WAC. It's going to be hard to beat that. Now, he has a unique situation because they got a coaching vacancy. So, kid like that, anything could happen. New coach come in, but if it was the same coach that signed him, I wouldn't necessarily say, man, you need to be looking to transfer. No, because it's not sweet out there. It's not sweet out there. There's some kids that's going in that portal in the morning, bro, that's going to remain in there for years.
See, that's the part they don't talk to you about. Right. See, that's the part that they don't like to talk to you about. They don't like to talk about the ones that's left out there. But now the good ones, they able to go back.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at least in football, I know I can speak because I follow football a lot more. So football, kids go in the portal all the time and go back. They almost go in the portal to get a raise from where they at.
You can go with the basketball side. You can go in the portal. If I'm a player at Texas and I tell my coaches I'm going in the portal, and I'll make that walk to the compliance office and put my name in the portal, and I start trying to get recruited, and 4 weeks later, it ain't looking good for me, and Coach Todd is the head coach I'm leaving, I can go back to Coach Todd and say, Coach, I want to come back. And you can come back out the portal. But guess what? That coach got to approve it.
Yeah.
And the chances are, once you tell him you out the door, okay,
He
well, I'm
moved
bringing
on.
3 more in.
So you don't think he can say, Coach, I'm going in, and Coach say, well, hold on before you do it? Because from what I understand, you can put your name in there, but it don't go public for what, 48 hours or something like that?
Yep, 48 hours. Yep.
So within that 48 hours, if they want to keep you, they can say, okay, well, we got this initiative that say, come on back, so-and-so, we take care of you.
But this the thing, J-Mac. The good ones that's in the portal, they already know where they're going before they get in there.
That deal is done.
Yeah, they ain't waiting on no 48-hour list. They already know what they doing.
Yeah, that's true too. That's why I was trying to tell Coach Eastside, we was going back and forth on Facebook, because it seemed like it's always so easy for people to say, oh, he need to jump in the portal. He need to go to the portal. Okay, but where he going?
Bingo.
Yeah, a lot of people gonna drown in it.
Bingo.
Because like Todd said, like 2 times say, hey, the good ones, they know they got their top 3 before they go in, if not the top 1.
Yep.
If you guys, I don't know if y'all caught the American Conference tournament, but last year it was a kid by the name of Kendrick Davis. He's a starting point guard in Memphis now. Played at SMU last 2 years. Decided to transfer because the coach the former coach, Jankovic, they were getting ready to have a coaching change, and he was like, if Jank ain't gonna be here, I'm out. No problem. Then Todd, this kid got a whole lot of leverage now, Todd, mind you. He got a lot of leverage.
Yeah.
So he goes out, gets in the portal, starts getting recruited. Penny Hardaway, hey, I want you, let's do it. But this kid went from not having any leverage to two-time player of the year. Now, when he goes to the Memphises, they got to come to him talking what to get him to come there.
Yes,
right.
And bro, I'm talking 6 figures. I'm talking some life-changing money.
Yeah.
To the point to where if that kid would have said, you know what, I'm tired of college, I'm finna go try to be a pro, and tried his hand at the NBA or whatever, he would have made significantly less amount of money this year than he is playing at Memphis under NIL.
And that's a lot. Like
that tells you you made it.
All you need to know. I mean, like even now, you got kids. You got kids now, like I say, in football, that's decided to come back to school to play instead of enter themselves in the draft because they making more money at school than they would be in a 4th round draft pick.
Jalen Wilson, Mike Miles Jr., Marcus Sasser Jr. are all prime examples of that. Coming back to school because of NIL, if they would have forced their way out and gotten anxious, they'd be playing for peanuts now compared to what they making as college athletes.
Yeah.
On their way to the draft.
Yeah.
That's crazy, boy. How times have changed, right?
Yeah, Lord. hey, Todd, they got a saying. I was speaking with the guys over at SMU, and they got a saying over there. They're like, man, we got the death penalty back in the day for what's legal nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's real.
Now these kids making some good money. You know, shoot. As long as they capitalize on it, you know, and know how to manage the money, you know, it's a good situation.
Yeah.
And a lot of them blow. You know, it's gonna be a few that's gonna blow through it.
Well, I mean, you know, our culture, everybody want to look like the next drug dealer. So you know,
but I mean,
they don't want to.
I wish they put a portion of it like to a trust fund though. Then you know they couldn't get to they like turn 25. You know, give them a good portion of it, but put some aside and let it build some interest and compound and gain some money off of it. And, you know, kind of like that Allen Iverson did.
Right, absolutely, Coach.
Hey, what's that baseball player that's still Bobby Bonilla? Is that what's that?
Yeah, he one that got paid get $1 million a year for 25 years.
Yeah, it's like every day in July the 1st or something like that. It's like he get $1 million check. And he been out of the game for a while, but he $1 million check. That's what I think. That's what as this NIL stuff, you know, keep going. You know, I think. Well, I saw one thing, and I'm gonna say it was the offensive lineman for Texas. He took his money, and I remember him posting it online. That's how I know he bought his first property. He went and bought property.
Yeah,
with his money.
I mean, they making enough money. You know, where they can pay some mortgages on some $500,000 houses. You know, right now.
Right.
But it's good that they doing that though. You know, like I say, you know, our culture is they want to look like rappers. They finna go buy the $200,000 chain. You know what I'm saying? They finna go. You know, that's what they want to do.
Yeah, but I mean, but it also go back to, you know, are they educating you? You can give people money, but are you really educating people on how to make money off their money? You know, and that's a whole nother thing right there. And then you got to have the background and the people behind you. You know, your family that ain't trying to live off you too.
That's the problem. I think that's the biggest thing. Like,
bingo.
What? You know, I feel like they need to have a plan. If you got a big time athlete right now in high school, you should have a plan about what's gonna happen with when you talk. Because one thing about NIL money, let's just keep it real. it can go just as fast as con. Ain't none of it signed contract down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get 18, it is.
Well, yeah, once you go up there, but
yeah,
it's year by year.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like as long as you don't do nothing to embarrass the school, as long as you keep your grades right, you pretty much gonna be straight.
As long as you don't breach your contract.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you gotta realize it ain't performance based when they signing this stuff. They give
Because
this out of high school.
It can't be performance based.
Like I've been hearing a lot. Now, like I say, this been new, but like this, let's take A&M for example. Y'all remember they got the #1 signing class in the country.
Yeah.
Almost half of them have transferred out.
Yeah, they were some fools.
Yeah, and all the check didn't clear. There's a
That's
lot of
what I'm
checks
hearing.
clearing out here now. There's a lot.
All I'm saying is, I'm hearing a lot of them was handshake deals. A lot of them wasn't contract signed deals. They was handshake deals.
The kid out of Florida, Jaden Rashada, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Florida guaranteed. Y'all, you know about that, right?
Yeah.
Florida guaranteed him what, 10 million to sign the
13. Hey, it was like an NFL contract, 4 years, 13 million.
And they reneged on the deal. So he said, man, let me reopen my recruitment up and go who got the bag.
He put him on blast. He put him on blast.
Yo, it's free agency out here with 18-year-olds.
Hey, all I can say is shout out to Rashard Samples because he going to Arizona State now. So, it is what it is.
Okay.
But that's the part I'm saying. Like a lot of this was handshake deals. It wasn't putting pen. Only thing that was pen to paper was the scholarship.
Yeah, but you got to realize even when they go into college, they can't officially get paid when they get there until they turn 18.
Damn, bro.
Like what's happening is like prior to that, they pay them parents. Like the money go to the parents. But what happened when the kid turn 18? Then it got to be like an agreement, like it's a whole sit down with the parent could be like, well, I don't want them to get this much money. Then he like, well, now I don't want to fool my parents now. And then he go a whole other kind of way.
Right. So
when they get 18, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just what they say when you get 18, you just gotta hope what your parents taught you stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the key is ain't a lot of parents done dealt with that type of money, so they can't never teach you that because they ain't never dealt with it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you gotta lean on your values then, right, Coach?
No, you gotta have some kind of come on, man. You 18 years old, you ain't got no damn values. You talking about that type of money.
You gotta have the right people around you, educating you and teaching you some
financial
stuff.
consultant.
Manage all that. 18-year-old, bro, these dudes I can't imagine having $500,000 at 18 years old.
I can. I just be thankful it wasn't camera phones.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a whole way. You got a lot of money, you dealing with a lot of issues too. You got to save money, pay your taxes.
I always thought that might end up being the biggest story out of the NIL. Was people getting caught? But evidently we hadn't heard of it. It just started. We don't know, but I'm just wondering because from what I understand, like go back to A&M. From what I understand, because it was handshake deals, ain't no 1099s involved. It was almost like the stuff that was going on, but it was just in the open. It's still going on, but it's more in the open. Like it ain't no 1099 deals. Ain't nobody. It wasn't no initiatives. Like I will say, like like for what you read about, like Austin, they do make them go do some charity work or something.
No, but what you got to realize too is J Mac. You got to realize like the people you talking about was the kids that were coming out of high school.
Right.
This wasn't like the people that was in school already. Like most of them people in A&M class that was in their class, like had some major issues, like as a person.
Well, yeah. Some
like they say it was cat smoking in the locker room after the game.
Yeah. Character issues, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They ain't smoking because they ain't get paid. That ain't the reason.
Yeah, that's true. But I just heard, I know a lot of people, a lot of kids that did left, they was kind of mad because it was a handshake deal, and the handshake deal was more like, well, hey man, you ain't even hit the field yet. Why the hell we got to pay you 6 figures?
But the thing with that too is it's partly, you know, you can say that, but the 6-figure payment ain't like soon as they get up there.
Right.
So what you gotta do is like, say you're gonna go in there 5. Let's say you're gonna be there 5 years. What's $8,000? $8,000 a month over 5 years. That's like probably about a $250,000, a little bit almost 300,000. So a lot of that stuff added up like that. Most of what these cats are talking about ain't NIL deals, is collections. So what it is, a group of people put a pot of money together, and that's how you can say, oh, every lineman that's coming to Texas is gonna get $50,000.
Right.
Like that's a collection. That ain't a true NIL. Really supposed to come from entities that's not involved with the school or nothing like that. It's like, okay, Starbucks want me to market their coffee. Bam, I go to Starbucks, they give me this money. Or the Lamborghini company. What's happening with most of these cats that get money is a collection where a group of donors put in a bunch of money in an LLC, and then they pay out from the LLC like they ain't a part of Texas or A&M or Florida State or whoever.
Right.
So that's where the two really be getting confused at.
Yep.
No, you're right. Because that's what a lot of it. I think even Oklahoma, I think Oklahoma, every player gets 50,000, right?
Yeah, every player, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that it's a company in Oklahoma that care about the low man on the totem pole. Nah, that's just that's collection type stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody, we're gonna put all these big money people, we're gonna put their money in. Y'all split it up, take care of everybody, and then the separate people like the top quarterback or this, that, and other, they got the real money deal.
Free agency.
Yeah, for 50 G's a year, you know, like 50 G's a year, you know, in college, plus the other little bread you're getting, shit, that's good money.
Yeah, because you still get all your stipend money and all that, right?
Good money,
yeah, stipend, don't say if you get financial aid because you pro.
And you got a car to drive that you
Yeah.
ain't paying for?
Yeah, that's probably already paid for.
Yeah.
So you telling me, and that's what I always say, 50, just even at 50K a year, like, why would an offensive lineman ever transfer? Because even all you got to do is don't get in trouble. 5 years, you leave college with $250,000.
Yeah. And now you put that in somebody who folks already got some mind, some brain power and some knowledge of how to work money. Now imagine how somebody could flip that over in 5 years, and imagine what they could have at the end of 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, shit, that's good money.
And you got
they don't even count. They don't even count the endorsement. Cause like Texas got a future, probably the top pick of the draft in 2 years at left tackle.
Yeah.
So that 50K he making probably ain't even nothing compared to what he making on real NIL. Like Ty was saying, he probably got a Chick-fil-A or you know what I'm saying. He probably got a Chick-fil-A deal or a Lamborghini. You know, I don't know how you gonna be. You know, 6'7", 350. But he probably got it.
Then he'll get an Escalade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll get a dually deal somewhere.
But just think, like some of these cats be having deals with the hotels and don't even stay on campus. They may got a suite at the W that they live in.
Sound like the kid got to have some discipline coming out of high school, right?
Oh, man. A lot of
That's what it sounds like to me. Like a kid better have some discipline coming up out of high school, because you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah,
I mean, just think from when we came out of high school.
Your dorm room at the Ritz Carlson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And that's a lot of pressure on a kid too.
That's a lot of pressure on a grown up.
Yeah.
For real.
Man, that's now that you say that do make a lot of sense, but I don't know. We'll see how far it changes. I always figured it's gonna even out, and I still feel like it's gonna even out at the end of the day. You know, once people get a feel of it, Cause like you said, we already saw one kid pull out. Now you tell me you got to have a damn good reason to pull out a 4 years, 13 million.
Yeah.
Only reason you pulling out of that is if the money wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or somebody topped it.
Money wasn't there. Money wasn't there. So J Mac, I'll ask you this question. Like on the basketball side, you know, a lot of times Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, those guys, they left high school and went to the G League Ignite. Scoot Henderson, those guys, and they did that gap year with the Ignite before they went to the draft. Y'all remember this? So
yeah, right.
Okay. That was pre-NIL. Okay. So Jalen Green gets $2 million to go to Ignite. Now, fast forward a year later or 2 years later, Ignite can't go to Ron Holland with that same deal.
Yeah.
Because in the NIL era, Ron Holland might got an offer from Texas for $5 million.
Hey.
So he not going. Are you gonna go to the Ignite? Or you gonna go play in Texas for that gap year that they saying you got to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play in Texas.
Easy. Okay. This is the question. This is the exact question I posed to Dink last week. I asked Dink, is the temptation to go to the G League as big now when with the NIL involved?
No.
Hell no, I'm going to Texas.
You going to Texas? I'm sorry.
I'm
you gonna always
Texas.
take that blue blood money over anywhere. You name one college, a big time college that got blue blood money. That's where you going.
And you know why I'm going there? I'm going to Texas. And then with that money, if it don't pan out in hooping, I'm gonna be there messing people that's gonna be able to set me up on some other stuff in life.
Yeah.
You go to the G League and don't pan out, don't nobody give a damn.
They gonna spit you out.
Yep.
Spit you out. You ain't lying. They gonna spit you out in a hurry too.
And the Ignite have come after no Ron. I'm just thinking of the Dallas kid, Dink, Trey Johnson. They've come after those three, and it's the same thing. It's the same balancing act, Ty. Like, which one you gonna choose? Like
why? To me, it's just like, why? You telling me I could go be a king on campus? I ain't gonna be king on campus for 1 year. All the pretty girls love me. All the donors, everybody love me. I'm king. I'm King Ding-a-ling.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm putting $5 million in my pocket.
And maybe not just 1 year. It get an extra maybe 2.
Yeah.
I know I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be in no rush. If I
ain't no rush. We getting this kind of money, ain't no rush, man.
I ain't in no rush. They gonna have to tell me, hey man, you gone, man. You about to be a lotto pick. Get on out of here. Cause I be like, you sure, coach? Cause you know, I feel like we got one more tournament run in us. I mean, I would be long as that check clear. And you getting everything you want on campus.
Yeah. Yeah,
from what I understand, you know, I don't know this, but from what I understand, being a big man on a college campus ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, pretty big deal. Yeah,
I mean, look at Vince Young. Vince Young can't do no wrong. Vince Young still don't know what it feels like to pay a bill.
And it's forced those Ignite guys to up the ante, but it's almost like they can't up it enough. You ain't gonna be able to compete with the NIL.
Who on Ignite?
The NBA.
See, so they really capped at some point, right?
They really what?
They really kind of capped. Like they can't. Yeah. They capped at some point.
Absolutely.
If the NBA own them, they mean because they own the whole G League, right?
The biggest selling point is you come here for a year and you'll be a top 5, top 10 pick, guaranteed. You can't say that at Texas. You can't say that at Duke. You can't say that at Kentucky. I don't care if you was a McDonald's All-American. You can't say you're gonna be guaranteed a one and done. It's a whole lot of guys right now that was supposed to be one and done. They ain't coming back to school or hitting the portal because they had bad years. So that's what the Ignite is using to these guys, but it's gonna all come back to okay, well, what the bag looking like? Who got the best bag?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even worry about it. I want to ask you, what happened to this guy, the guy that went to Western Michigan, man? What's his story?
Imani Bates?
Yeah.
Super talented kid. Just kind of got some bad advice along the way. You know, kind of had to bump his head a few times to learn that, man, don't nobody care how talented you are, bro. If you're doing X, Y, Z, they're gonna go find somebody else. And so he had to get that hard reality, especially at Memphis. So now he's bounced back in Western Michigan doing his thing. And he probably going to get in the league still. But, you know, you talking about a kid who had, at 15 years old, they called him the next LeBron James. At 15 years old. And he wasn't ready for that. So it's no coincidence he had to go through some stuff to get to where he is now. Because his whole life he's been told how great he was and this, that, and the third, and you can't do no wrong. Well, when you get to college, bro, it ain't gonna look like that.
So he actually made it to Memphis and got in trouble?
Well, no, he played at Memphis as a freshman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wondering
it
the story with him. Because that's the kid from Sierra Canyon?
No, that's the kid from Yipsy Prep. He played at a prep school with his dad back in high school. You know, they came to American Airlines and played Duncanville that year.
Yeah, okay. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, he from Michigan, Jeremy. He go to Eastern Michigan now, not Western Michigan.
Yeah.
But he from Ypsi. Right. Yeah, he from Ypsi. Yep.
So I was just wondering how do a kid that talented? I remember him being, you know, 5-star kid and all that. I was just wondering how did he end up at Eastern Michigan?
Well,
you know.
Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You know, I'm just chilling. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. You know, he got in some trouble and even gun charges and all that, man. So, you know, that legal trouble. Once you start getting that on your rap sheet, man, it's a lot of these big schools they'll pull off of you for whatever reason. So, you know, he was one of those guys that just had to bounce back at a mid-major. So that's how he ended up at Eastern Michigan.
Did him and Penny used to get into it all the time?
Yeah, they had I don't want to say all the time, but Penny had to have a change of heart, and he had that heart while Imani Bates was in his program. That change of heart meaning Penny used to be a big fan of these diaper dandies and these young kids and throwing them to the fire. Well, he started losing like that. And started to have that change of heart. And man, I got to go get some older dudes. I can't do this. And so that was a part of Imani Bates' work. So that's when mid-season, he's able to say, man, I'm going to bench this kid or I'm going to come up with some reason because I got to go in a different direction. We can't keep dealing with this freshman that can't win us no game. And so that was the start of the end at Memphis. They're going to put it on a back issue or whatever, which is cool. You got to come up with some type of reason. But at the end of the day, wasn't getting it done.
Oh, I always wonder what happened because I knew it wasn't no NIL because I doubt if Eastern Michigan got some money like that. No. So yeah, that's what it was. He kind of got in some trouble and had to go over there. Well, it's good that he bounced back because he probably is a lottery pick, right?
Nah, it's gonna be hard for him to be a lottery pick. He got a chance to maybe be a late first round guy. But even coming out of Eastern Michigan, he's going to have to do well in his pre-draft workouts and stuff to get late first round. A kid like that, he just needs to be lucky with getting in. Even if he's a second-round draft pick, he needs to thank his lucky stars he got in somewhere.
But don't you think that his background, his pedigree, his talent, his upside will make up for a lot of that?
It's going to give him a shot. It's going to give him a little bit longer leash. But it ain't gonna. They're not gonna overlook it. He's a talented kid, but he ain't Victor Wembanyama, who's 7'6" and play like Kevin Durant. that's going to be the number 1 draft pick. Now, they're going to overlook some stuff from him, but they're not going to overlook as much with Imani Bates. They are, but not as much.
Yeah, well, you 6'5", huh?
He about 6'9". Imani 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, no, he long. He real long.
Okay. Hey man, I just wondered, they didn't even make the tournament, did they?
No.
That's gonna be curious. That's gonna be a key. I'm probably gonna start following him a little closely because I'm pretty sure he's coming out. So I just wonder how that go, man. You know, I'm always looking for little gems, you know, the Mavericks can get. So
Well, you know, we got 3 Metroplex guys. We got about 5 Metroplex guys that could be in the draft this year. So it's going to be a big year for the city when it comes to the league. Big year.
I mean, it seems like more and more the NBA draft, man. It's more and more DFW guys that's getting drafted, man. It's like it's great to see it. I just need everybody else, the nation, to start, you know, giving that the same kind of props that they give New York and all that. You know what I'm saying?
No, Jay Mack, no.
They doing it. They actually giving you.
We good, Jay Mack. We're not a basketball state no more. We the Mecca in basketball now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I ain't heard nobody but us say it though.
Well, no, that's not true, J Mac. So say for an example, man, when I was at Morgan, I talked to the basketball coach and Coach Beeline. Beeline used to be like, if I want athletes, I go to Texas. But the coach at Morgan was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Texas has become the hotbed for basketball more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it has literally shifted. If you look at the NBA and just look at who's getting drafted lottery, you always got a cat from Texas in the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just basketball's taking over, man, and a lot of people away from Texas are seeing that, man. You'll be surprised.
Anytime you have 5 McDonald's All-Americans from one region, 5 in the same year, 2022, 5. One region. That says a lot. That's never been done before, ever.
Hey man, I love to see it. Don't get me wrong, I love to see it. I want all the talent, football and basketball here. Yeah. You know, one day we'll develop some. Hey, we got good soccer players here too. We just don't, you know, really look at it like that. But there's a lot of them come from out of here now. So hey, this is where it's at. I love it. It helps the dub. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So hey, I'm loving it, man. I'm definitely loving it. Hey, Coach Todd, what would you want to bring up about Swaggy, man? I know you heard you saying something. You
man, y'all got to stop letting them miss out on his contractual obligations.
Man, Swaggy, man, I don't know. We're gonna have to sit down and have a come to Jesus meeting with Swag sometime.
Hey, then my boy gonna send out a post telling people don't be talking about Faith Family and them be cheating. And then he started the show the other day saying the shit.
Exactly. Hey man, I'm really thinking about switching this show from the love of Swaggy to the therapy of Swaggy.
To the what Swaggy?
The therapy.
The therapy of Swaggy.
Yeah, we gonna go get Dr. Phil somebody. We gonna work with him.
Hey, he's the most confrontational, sensitive person I know. It's unreal. He is so confrontational.
And then he said, meet him at Keith Park.
Todd, he ain't gonna show up.
And I know my boy Swag out there listening.
I don't know if he's still out, if he drinking them Gloria drinks, they don't tell him where he at right now. Don't tell him where he at.
Yeah, he been going hard all weekend, man, for St. Patrick's Day and all that shit.
Hey, he got to drown his sorrows, man. I figure it's probably good he didn't come on, man, because, you know, last time he came on, you saw, like you say, he led the show off with the cheat motherfucker. So, and you know, he'll made everybody mad that he live around. You know, you pick it against him. And then when they tell you about it,
I know some young ladies that want some consideration for the love of swagging, man. I know some young ladies won't put their name in their hat, Coach Todd.
I said to J Mac, we get them signed up.
Hey, we trying. We got everything but the ladies. So hey, we got the spot, we got the studio ready. We got everything but the ladies. So hey, sit up. Hey, tell them to hit me up.
Yeah.
Hit me up. You can hit Todd up, Will up, whoever. We just need. Hey, we said 5, but right now I take 2.
A solid 2.
A solid 2.
Hey man, hey, that boy, Swagger might be at the Future concert, man.
I don't know, man. I just know we either got to get him love or therapy. We gonna figure it out.
Nah, if the Swagger gets some love, that's our therapy he needs.
I believe it. We gotta find somebody, but he gotta quit making them mad. Everybody can't root for your team, and you can't be called everybody else's team names.
Right, man. I'm pretty sure he'll be at the basketball game at the All-Star event, man.
We hope.
Yeah.
Is it the Carter people gonna be there?
Yeah, it's Devin Lewis.
He's gonna be there then.
Yeah. If it's the Carter people there, yeah, he'll be there.
I don't know. Jaden Toppin gonna be there. Can he be? Toppin gonna be there? I don't know. He ain't gonna be there.
Hey, he ain't gonna leave Toppin side.
Thank you. He gonna take more pictures hugging Toppin than he.
Right. Yeah, because he started his Toppin for 5-star campaign the other day.
Yeah. You're right. He was talking about. But I guess you explained that. I would have asked you that, Jabari, but you did explain that. You was like he was kind of a late bloomer, and so what was he just like with a local summer?
He played with Urban DFW Elite his last year, and again, recruitment is tied into who you're playing with in the summertime. So he wasn't on a shoe circuit team. Not to say that you got to be on that team to get recruited, but he was just one of those under radar guys, and took him some time to get in front of the right people. So he did it.
Hey, so how early does recruiting start for basketball, right? Like early, right? Like it's not like football where you can go all out your junior and senior year and still be good. In basketball, it's almost like you got to be the man early for people to notice you.
Yeah, elementary school.
They're case by cases. Sometimes you can get a kid can get away with being a late bloomer or starting late, but still got some ability and got some value at the next level to where a coach will take him and work with it. But in basketball, for the most part, the earlier you start, the better. And the later you start, the more behind the 8 ball you are with the other kids and the other people. They playing worldwide now, bro. They ain't just playing in Dallas. They playing all over the world.
You compete against people from everywhere. Yeah,
all over the world, man. So,
I gotta ask you, Jabari.
Say it again.
How good is this junior high team that Anthony Black little brother on?
Really good. They are really good, man.
I mean, they putting dollar bills on teams in junior high, man.
I think 3 of those kids gonna probably be freshmen on varsity next year at Duncanville. If I don't know any better.
I guarantee I know 1 or 2.
I'll be shocked if those guys aren't thrown to the fire early.
How tall is Anthony Black little brother?
He might be 5'7" now, 5'8".
So he ever hit the first spurt.
Gonna have another one too.
The other one nice too, the younger one.
It's just 2 of them.
Oh, it's 2 little brothers. That's what I'm talking about, right?
No. It's just 1 little brother.
Oh, it's just 1 little brother. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought it was 2.
I think the little brother got a chance to be better than the big brother.
He seemed like he more of a natural point guard.
Yep.
He got to get some height on him though, man. 5'7", 5'8" ain't what that is.
And what Anthony started as was a 4-star football player. He didn't stop playing football until his junior year.
That's
I
true.
mean, he was a big time football recruit.
Yeah.
Then he got too
He
I
got
want to
too
say he got too
tall.
tall, but you know, get to 6'7". Well, that's a different ball game, different conversation.
So is the little brother gonna catch him up in the height, or
He got a chance. He's showing signs.
you probably stretch out?
Yeah, he's tall for his age group.
Cause these 8th graders, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All I know is I saw a couple times them kids, and then somebody sent me a YouTube video of them cats right there is off the chain. Dog. I
The
mean, for
kid
some
that
8th graders.
Kimball's little brother plays for Duncanville on that team. He's a monster. The cannon, number 4, the one you like, that big
Yeah.
dunk. He got a little brother, might be better than him too.
Damn. And where he at?
Yeah.
And where he at?
Same school with Anthony Black, little brother. Probably gonna either go to Duncanville or Kimball.
Yeah,
But you know what's cold about that, man? Y'all talking about homegrown talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you starting to see a lot more. I mean, Todd, you remember back in the day, right? Because you had just think about this, right? In the same little era from like 85, 84, really before that. But think about what we was doing in track. You had robot. Think about what we was doing in football. Think about basketball. You had LJ. You know what I'm saying? Like you had K Dub. Like you had so many icons in sports. You know what I'm saying? All come from that same little Oak Cliff, South Dallas area. Like it's amazing to sit there and see that. And now you're starting to see these kids come that's in Duncanville, DeSoto, that are starting to do the same type of thing where it's like homegrown talent. I think that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to go get kids from all over the country to do that. Like I'm not knocking it. But to get kids that's like growing in your feeder system, you know, from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade all the way through, you know, I think that type of environment is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like they all come from the same neighborhood. It's just the neighborhood just a little bit more expanded.
Yeah, I mean, because it reminds me of like when we was growing up, you know what I'm saying, at Redbird Park. Like we played against Andre Richardson, you know, all the dope little league football players, right? And you knew them, you saw them. So when you got to high school, you knew who they were. So it's like you knew y'all was getting ready to play together on the same team. So the thing that was beautiful about Carter is, yeah, you had 2 middle schools, that was cool, but you had people who grew up playing against each other or with each other. You know what I mean? So that bond is still the same type of bond that you got now. Like I'm talking to Jabari earlier, and I was like, Jabari, I saw your dad when I first started my company, and he came up to me. He said, "Will, do you remember in an article you had in high school that you said you was gonna start your t-shirt company?" He said, "Look at you, you done started your t-shirt." You know what I'm saying? But I've been knowing Jabari since forever. You know what I'm saying? His brother, his brother's wife. You know what I mean? And Todd and all. Like when you know these people and you grew up with them, you get a chance to spend time with them. You know who they are, and you start to see that, and then you playing with them. It just gives your whole team a whole nother vibe. You know, because y'all done been forged by the same fire.
Absolutely.
Hey, I agree. I agree with. Hey, speaking of where you going, man?
Oh man, I'm finna go to Birmingham, man. I'm about to touch down, go to Birmingham. I got a couple of properties to look at. I'm gonna help my homeboy at Miles College, help him get through spring ball. They don't have a D line coach, so I'm gonna help him out for a couple of days. And but while I'm down there, I got a couple of properties I'm looking into. So it's a win-win for me, man. You know, get a chance to be around football, but give me a chance to make money too. So I'm happy.
Must be nice, man. The day in life of Willow.
Yeah, catching planes.
Catching flights out, man.
Well, I'll be back Thursday, man. I'll be back for the slam dunk contest. All right. What do you want to see in the slam? I want to know what you want to see in the slam
Yeah,
dunk
what you
contest.
looking for before we get out of here?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
give us
yeah.
your criteria. What you looking for with each dunk?
Kind of some creativity, man. I kind of got to gauge them, based on what their capabilities are. So, I can't give out a 10 on the first good dunk and set the bar right there and then somebody top it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of, it's kind of hard for me watching high school kids, man. 'Cause back when, I'm coming up, I'm used to watching, people flying through the air and stuff off the opening tip.
Say, you spoiled, Cole. You spoiled,
yeah,
Cole.
That's why I can't really watch a lot of basketball, man. Cause I'll be like, damn, what happened to throwing the oop from half court and all that type of shit? That shit went away.
That's true. That's true. I think it's gonna be live though.
I'm kind of gauging out the warm ups. They just out there doing basic one hand jams, man. I'll be like,
you say it ain't gonna take much to calculate these scores.
yeah, man. I'm gonna give a little grace to them because they high school kids, man. But I hope somebody come out there and kind of separate themselves from the rest of them cats.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: the last time we was at SOC and had a SOC kid in the event, he shut the whole building down in the dunk contest. I don't know, Ty, you might have been there. You remember Antonio Patterson?
Yeah, I know Antonio.
Antonio shut the dunk contest down, bro. He brought Cat Daddy was a judge. He brought Cat Daddy out there and jumped over him from the free throw line. The whole place went crazy, bro. So,
I saw that.
Todd ain't gonna give him a 5 for that dunk. I hope Todd gonna be fair if he see that.
No. So if a high school kid jumping over somebody from that range, nah, man.
Okay.
That's a good score.
I want to see him jump over Todd now. Let's get Todd out there.
Hey, but look though, check this out though, Todd. Guess who's gonna be judging with you?
Maceo, man, Maceo Bastard.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. You know what? Like these young cats gonna be looking like, man, who was that?
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. They live and say, what's a Maceo Smith?
We gotta teach them.
Yeah. That be the crazy part. They don't know, like, Maceo came out 94, went to Michigan.
Yeah, boy, Maceo could fly.
Hey, man, but
I got awards named after all of the Dallas legends, bro, for that reason, to try to teach these kids who done came before them. The Tony Baptiste, the Salsas, the Spud Webbs, the Larry Johnsons, all of them will be tied in some form because these guys got to get a history lesson. Shit, they think that basketball started with them in 2 years ago type shit. Like, no, man. No.
You right.
Hey, man, I remember watching Maceo in middle school. I think he must have been he had probably 7th grade that year. Like, Maceo was sorry, man. like he was just long, but I remember his dad, I was working with him and putting that, he used to make him wear their strength vests and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Maceo came back that next year like, shit. Man, Maceo was dunking on my
Hey, that's true. Hey, that weight vest did wonders. And them
like, nah, for real, man. Cause like he just hadn't developed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, he's that long baby giraffe. And when you see him, you'll be like, man, that dude can't whatever. And then the next thing you know, man, because he's so athletic, like his vertical probably had to be about 37 too. You know what I'm saying? So
Maceo could jump out the gym.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So. And I remember when we was at Michigan, man, because we was at Michigan together. And, man, that dude was out there balling, dog. Like, they had it different over there than on the basketball team.
For real, man.
Nah, that boy Maceo, man. Nah, I remember him. He was a Robert T.
Hill. Well, that's going to be dope seeing all that, man.
Nah,
I can't wait.
It one of them two damn schools. It one of them schools.
I can't wait, man. But I'm going to have to cut y'all off. It's 11 o'clock.
I know, man. It used to be 10, but now it's 11.
Yeah, man. I'm still dealing with this time change. I ain't going to lie to you.
Hey, that's all right, man. I'm finna roll by Applebee's, man. See if I see Swaggy, man.
Hey, go live if you
go live when you do.
Live.
Hey, Swaggy, man. If you out there listening, man, hit me up in my inbox, man. I want to chop it up with you.
Hey, Byron, man, I appreciate you hanging with us, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all
this weekend, right?
Absolutely.
I'm coming through Saturday, though.
All right.
I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
All right.
Hey, man, you need to be the other judge for the slam dunk contest.
Hey,
they can jump over you easy.
Easy. Yeah, you're right. Only thing will be easier if it's swagging.
No, I appreciate you guys having me, man. Shout out to the Dub, J Mac, Willow, 2-time, the whole crew. Appreciate you guys, man. Y'all keep up the great work, bro.
Yes, sir, man. We'll see y'all this weekend, fellas.
Yes, sir, man. Great show, man. Talk to y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. this.
Watch it. Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking the match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook. Hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, I